Hello, Internet, and welcome back after a little, it's been a month, I missed you guys, to Elegant Creatures. We're very excited to be back. We've been talking all week about having we've been gone energy to just throw at all of you. All of you being, anyone in chat. Hi, chat. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us live. You can contribute to the stream by using your channel points and buying fun stuff like mini monologues and naming NPCs and maybe giving someone a +1 forward, for bad rolls and stuff. It'd be good. Yeah, definitely do that. We appreciate you participating. If you're joining us later, that would probably be on YouTube or perhaps in like 250 years on whatever we have that's downloaded directly into our brains. Welcome. Thank you for still somehow consuming our content. There's a lot of it and you should check it out. Subscribe, all that good stuff. House keeping things. That fundraiser thing that we were talking about for a long time there, that was super awesome and important. We made the goal, y'all. We have officially in total, including the lovely matching donation by our channel runners here, $2,050, because y'all are amazing and wonderful, and we have a lovely contribution to make to a fantastic organization, the National Network of Abortion Funds, because abortion is healthcare, and we're so happy to support that. So thank you so much for that. We're very, very happy about that. Other housekeeping things. Next stream will be, I remembered, Val, tomorrow. We do have a game tomorrow, Friday evening, 9 o'clock Eastern. Our exciting game of Neon Gods. Val co-facilitates that with us, but I'll let them talk about that. We also
I can't wait. I have so much aggression to get out.
There's so much. We also have a new cast member. Please say hello to the full name, Detective Juliet O'Hara.
Right? This is Detective Juliet O'Hara. She's solving a mystery currently
on the back of Val's chair, I think.
The mystery of gravity.
Say hi.
Say hello to Detective Juliet.
Hello.
Hi.
Juice.
Hi. Hello.
No.
Investigating the mic a little bit. Some kitty time. Yeah. Oh. New cast member. I am sure she will be with us most of the game, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, that was very important, and I needed to talk about that. Otherwise, we will also have games over the weekend. Some fun stuff. I'll also let Val talk about that. Yay! But yeah, let's go around. Please remind us, since it's been a while, who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and who you are playing tonight. And if you happen to remember fucking anything about the last time we played, feel free to throw it in. We will do a little bit of a recap, a little bit. But yeah, I believe we start with Val.
You threw, once again, having to do anything about the recap, and I remember nothing about the last game, but...
That's totally fine.
I'm Val. You can find me at the Crimes Crown, Twitter, and Twitch. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays, playing running games. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what she's doing. Okay, she's just behind the computer. If I suddenly cut off, it means she cut the power on my computer. But yeah, Thursdays and Mondays, playing running games. I co-facilitate Friday games of Neon Gods, and I will also be running our game of Saturday Night's Parslings, which you can watch us on Saturdays at 5 o'clock Eastern time. I can't remember time or anything. This week, though, I believe we are going to be playing or continuing our one shot, which turned to a 2-shot, which is now we're doing a sequel.
Fucking trilogy up in here.
Trilogy of The Darkest House. So we're going to be coming back with a vengeance into The Darkest House this weekend. So come hang out with us.
Some of us after literal vengeance.
After Literal Vengeance, yeah.
RJ.
Oops, RJ.
We'll be starting later this week, though, at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So, came up with that. It was spooky. Probably this one might be less spooky and more like Colonial Marines is kind of where I
Last
think this
time
is going to end
Danae
up
did
going.
reference Terminator at least twice.
Yeah, so we'll see how that all goes. But come hang out with us for that. But tonight I will be playing Leah, who is the Oracle, and like I said, I don't remember what happened last time. So
We died a bunny.
Leah got up to some shenanigans, I'm sure.
We died a bunny.
Leah,
We
you
what?
did die a
We
bunny.
dyed a bunny's
We did
hair.
die, oh my god, I forgot about the boy band. Yes.
How could you
Died a
forget
bunny.
about that?
Yes.
They're like they're like the main cast at this point.
Like,
I know.
I feel like
I
we should just
literally
run a
did not
one
remember
shot
when we
just
think
play
about
the
where we
boy
left
band.
off last time.
I'm giving you
You
mine.
could told me
You
we
can
were
have
on
mine.
the moon.
We dyed what's
Okay.
his face's hair.
Yeah, we died
The
a
one that turns
were-bunny.
into a bunny.
Yeah.
That would be Aries. Yes.
Aries.
Yes.
Aries.
Okay, but yeah, that's me. I'm done.
100%. There was also something else that Leah did that was very exciting, but maybe someone else will remember it. If not, I'll bring it up in a bit. Next up is Savvy.
That's me. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. And I'm actually streaming again regularly because I'm no longer deathly ill. Hi. I'm excited about that part in particular. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays, either playing games or running them. I'm part of the Good Society bunch on Fridays for Neon Gods. I'm very excited to get back to it because it's been a couple of weeks. I also run Blades in the Dark game on Sunday, so Duskwall's Dead. We're going to be getting back to that this week. I'm very excited because there's now demons involved. Oops. Because it's a game that I run. You knew it was gonna happen. That's Friday. That's Sunday afternoons at 4. Is where the F came from. 4 p.m. Eastern time. And then on Monday nights, Dungeons and Dragons for the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet. And that should be a lot of fun as well. There's a big pest mascot monster that has appeared when everyone was just trying to have a good time, because it's just sort of the theme of the module. It's going really well. And then on Sunday nights, you can find me on twitch.tv/lbhackemup, also playing Dungeons and Dragons. Tonight I am playing Juno Dalton, who is the wolf.
Do you remember anything else about a month ago?
I remember that Juno was really anxious about being invited to, I guess, the hotel bar with Leah.
Yes.
And at least 3 of the boy
And
bands.
Aries and Juan. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That did happen.
That did
That
happen.
happened.
You the bunny and the vampire
Vampire.
invited.
Yeah. And the
Who makes Juno, out of all of them, he makes Juno the most nervous.
Yeah.
For reasons.
For reasons. Excellent. Thank you, Savvy. I believe next up on the overlay is our resident dad. Well, the character, not Alex. I don't believe Alex is a father that he knows of. Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, it's some guy on the internets. I'm here on this channel Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and also Sunday nights over on LB Hack'emup's channel and the shenanigans over there. In this game, I am playing Max Dalton, who is the veteran, and I mean, I have my whole encyclopedia of notes of what happened last time, so I could just do the recap if we wanted, but I think the thing that I will say is that, we're gearing up to protect Jeff, one of the boys, and get him out of town after their concert. Meanwhile, at the end of last session, Juno got a call from a mysterious contact who was calling in a debt and saying, you need to get me, Jeff. So, gonna be some kind of conflict of interest there.
Should be fun. Anything else for you, Alex?
Nope, that's it. I'll save the dad joke for the end or the
Oh,
break
okay.
whenever we want to throw it in.
Hey, whenever the good Lord takes you, my friend. Next up is RJ.
Hey everybody, I'm RJ. You can catch me at RJustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. Currently Sunday afternoon for streaming. Myself and Ryan are going to be playing some more Sunbreak. We're going to go after the big fire water monkey castle thingy. I got aced really hard last time. It's fun. Other than that, TTRPG wise, Mondays over at the Indoor Adventures, where I play a Shatterkai wizard who drops both time stops and meteor swarms from the sky in 2 separate turns. Thursdays here, of course. Saturdays for Darkest House and Ward 47. Finally, Sunday morning over at the Hype Goblins channel, coming back up in August, where we do another 5e campaign. Oh, and Sunday nights, Indoor Adventures once again for Wild Beyond the Witchlight. We're going into Yawn, and we're going to teach a Cyclops all about love. He wants us to show him. He wants to know what love is. Oh, for what I remember, last month when we first played, I remember that the Magic was using the bar as a sort of studio to do rehearsals. There are some people that are after Jeff. They're called the Carbingers.
Look at you.
As someone said. We took a bus to the hotel where we are on security detail. Leah invited some of the boys and Juno to go drinking. I'll leave what Sandy and Gus are up to Wally because they need something to do. I think Max and Pam are in danger? No, Max and Pam went to go talk with Judd.
Max is doing the actual work of figuring out what security we need to do.
I'm thinking about last time when Max and Pam walked into that other hunter place with Triple J.
Pam did offer her services if they needed additional hands on, so that is true.
Almost certainly be hiring her on again.
We stand Pam.
Which will have nothing to do with the fact that Pam seems to be a little sweet on Max or something.
Pam's here to super glue the baby back to big size.
How could anyone love this mug?
It's a nice mug.
It's a good mug. God damn! I wish I had my merch mug. That would have been
Speaking
perfect
of good
segue.
Speaking of good mugs, my new favorite mug reads Papa Bear on the side. That's me.
Oh hey! But also, we do have merch. Definitely check out our merch store. We also have fantastic mugs, of which I drink out of all the time. Anything else? Did you actually tell us who you're playing this evening there, RJ?
Oh, sorry. Also, I just remembered in a moment of growth, Gus gave Max his dagger.
Yes.
Hi, I'm also playing
Max
Gus.
put into his arm. His secret robot arm.
Hi, it's me. I'm playing Gus the Spectre.
Thank you, RJ. Last but certainly not least, it's a Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime best friend on the internet, who is playing Sandy, aka the Imp. I'll talk about where else you can find me at the end of the show, but because we got a show to get to, and that's what I'm doing, trying something new. What did I do for last month? Well, let's see. Wall 1, everyone knew about Sandy being sweet on Juno without him even have to tell anyone. That was a moment. Also, Sandy and Gus are now heading off to speak to a goblin about cars so that they can get nice soup up Max's ride. So just in case they need to participate in these races, they have a sticking plan.
There was also another reason that they were going to go speak to this goblin.
The goblins in with the Harbingers.
Yes, that is the other ulterior motive. that they're really going for.
Yes. Get in on that. Well, yeah. Hey, y'all, we kind of did the recap. Good job. Alex, if you want to do the official one, I will sit here and drink Dr. Pepper. That'd be great. Feel free, please.
Sure. Anyone who watches me do this on Tuesdays knows that I'm terrible at summarizing my own notes. So I'm just gonna go through them, and everyone, unless we really don't want to go through all 2,600 words of notes, I can power through it.
I'm
Yeah.
curious, so
I'm very curious.
go.
Savvy was about to make a comment.
This sounds like a lot of work.
And just an editorial note ahead of time, I write these from my character's perspective. So when I say I am referring to Max.
Get you and Alex in every campaign that you're in. I'm just saying. Please.
The others psych themselves up to introduce themselves to the boy band. Meanwhile, I'm already chumming with them from grilling burgers for them. Leah is the first one to get brave enough to say hi, and Jeff takes the lead in saying hello back. The others aren't sure what they can say, and Jeff says, the whole band is supernatural. Marcus is sort of the leader and kind of a typical snooty celebrity, and also a werewolf. Ares is just All Might and a demon who can turn into a bunny, and he can sense the snuggles, much to Juno's relief, since she was struggling not to pick him up. Heinrich does a lot of the music composition and some of the lyric writing lately, much to Jeff's chagrin, and wears dark sunglasses inside. He's kind of a stoner, says he dabbles in wizard stuff and earth-shaking stuff. Jeff can't find Juan to introduce him, so the bodyguards go looking for him. He is a vampire, and Kevin is Kevin, who is a supernatural bounty hunter on his days off and not actually supernatural himself. As the band gets into practicing, Sandy and Leah catch us up on the whole Turbo Teen situation, which is on the hush-hush. The rest of the band just knows that Jeff's Fae. Juno starts coordinating with Judd, one of the bodyguards, to discuss security. They've done their due diligence. They mostly want us here as additional support. The band wasn't supposed to get to Concord as early as they did, but they ran into some trouble on the road, and they adjusted their plans. Judd himself is a sworn champion of several Earth and Sky deities for a number of years, and Dee could help Juno with protective sigils. Judd assures us that the issue they ran into out on the road won't be a problem, at least not as long as they're here for. Judd needs more eyes and ears around town to understand the situation here in Concord, and he needs to know that we're all legit before he opens up any more about what's happening to the band. Sandy says he has contacts around town that can find out info Judd and his obvious security crew won't be able to, so Judd agrees to a sit down to go over details back at the hotel later tonight. Gus tries to ask about the group after Jeff, saying he used to run with not the best people, but Judd refuses to say anything more until the meeting tonight. Juno tells Gus that it's the Carbingers and seems very proud of her pun, and of course I am too. Yuan suddenly appears next to her and says it was a good one. He's fairly twitchy and smells like fresh blood. Juno asks how he handles feeding, and he says he has his own supply and that he does not feed on fans. Juno needs to ask Gus something and finds he's disappeared to the roof. She finds him sitting out on a sun chair and asks if she can put up protective sigils around his bar. He says it's fine, but seems kind of taciturn. He's sending out his little plant demons to keep an eye out for the Harbingers. Juno asks if he's always been able to do that, but it's a development post-death. Juno gets to work setting up sigils around the bar so she'll know who's there, lock the doors, and hide the building from others. As soon as Juno goes back inside, Gus is hiding behind the door to the roof. No, that was supposed to be Sandy. Sandy is behind the door to the roof and asks Gus if that's what they're telling people. Gus says to leave it alone, but Sandy says if it gets overwhelming, they'll have to discuss it since he can only do so much. Gus says he'll know if Sandy needs to liquidate anything, whatever the fuck those two are talking about. Leah texts the Queen to ask if she likes magic.
No, you had it right the
which is
first
band.
time. It is Leah the Queen.
There's a pause before she responds, yes, well enough. Don't buy tickets. I can work on that if you like. Leah texts back that she already has tickets, wondering if the Queen wants to go, then sends a selfie with the dance rehearsal happening in the background. The Queen immediately responds with the eyes emojis, and asks if she'll need to bail Leah out of jail, but Leah says it's legit, Your Majesty, babe. Once Leah confirms the queen won't have to mingle with the common folk, the queen agrees to attend. Leah says she'll pick the queen up, saying she has a car, hoping to get Jeff to offer to be driven, but more likely asking me for the truck. The queen has never ridden in a car before and asks to be picked up an hour before the doors open. Juno confronts Leah. She can smell Leah getting nervous and sweaty and asks if she can talk to the queen, since she wants to buy the lunar quarter. Leah doesn't want her to harsh the vibes, but Juno says that's more important than Leah dating the queen. Juno says it's obviously more important to assure all the people in the lunar quarter to ensure they all have a place to live and aren't ousted by a possible tyrant trying to secretly buy the neighborhood. Juno is upset that Leah's priorities are so selfish. After Leah goes a step too far and says something hurtful, she agrees to discuss with the queen about the neighborhood. Juno has to agree to a discussion if she thinks there's a chance of them being able to work things out. During a break, the band is palling around with me, and I'm just doling out dad advice left and right. They're probably going to make their next album dedicated to me. After the practice, the band heads back out to the tour bus, and we are expected to ride with them back to the hotel. We store my grill inside the bar before we all join the band on the bus. Everyone is relaxing. Aries does a phone interview in the back of the bus. The definitely not Miss Frizzle bus driver whisks us away to downtown in one of the fancy hotels, the Majestic. Leah is overloaded and unsure how to socialize with the band, and Juno tries to calm her down in a weird reversal of roles. Sandy says he normally thinks about how they can extort or blackmail someone. Gus imagines everyone naked. Aries finishes up the phone interview and offers to snuggle with Leah to help calm her down, thinking that she's worried about being in a vehicle. Leah panics and asks him what shampoos he uses and if he colors his hair, does it change the bunny's fur? Aries poofs back to person form and says that they should try it right now, so they get to dye his hair as the tour bus is going. At one point, we get held up due to traffic, and Gus phases out of the roof and sees a line of cart vendors held up ahead of us, so he reaches out with his ghost powers to shove one to the side so we can move on. I've been talking with Riz, the bus driver, about how she maintains the bus and she does it all herself, and some of its security measures. It can speed up in a hurry and also has some munitions Mario Kart style. I also check in on each of the lads, seeing what they need. I put a blanket on one of the boys as he is sleeping. At one point, Sandy perches on my shoulder and wants to let me know that they fancy Juno and asked her out on a date and how much they respect me and wanted to tell me. I let him know Juno already told me, and I figured we'd have a more in-depth chat after all this, but giving him the typical dad spiel, if he breaks Juno's heart, I'll help her rip his limbs off. I also give him the hint that Juno has some teddy bears in her room, which Sandy, I guess, thought I meant something else. No, she just says teddy bears. Back with Aries, the dye job is done, and he poofs into bunny form and is in fact dyed indigo. Leah confides with Juno that the whole process helped with her nerves, made her realize that they're just people. Leah then also wonders if she should try to sleep with any of them, and if that'll ruin things or fulfill her every fantasy, like sleeping with the divine. Juno points out that maybe they're bad at sex, which Leah had not considered. Juno helps Leah make a pros and cons list. What if they're bad at it? What if they get too clingy? They travel a lot? This is probably the only chance they'll have. Sandy chimes in that Kevin's probably the best shot. They all look at the back of the bus and see Kevin going through forms with a giant greatsword, but with a goofy smile on his face. Juan pops up next to them to chime in too, but seems to have missed most of the conversation. Leah asks him out for drinks, and he agrees, though they'll have to stay around the hotel for security purposes. Juan asks if he should invite anyone else, and invites Aries. They invite Juno, who's unsure, until Aries says that she can snuggle him at the bar. We arrive at the hotel, and most of the band heads to their rooms. Juan and Aries start heading to the bar when Judd taps Leah on the shoulder and says it's time for the security meeting. That's a monologue that Leah did. I don't know how Max would know it, but cock block from Judd, gonna power through that. Oh boy, magic, what if they are bad? Nope, can't think like that. They're perfect specimens, the perfect group. Juno being there complicates things, doesn't complicate things. What am I gonna tell him? Need to get Max out of there before he asks questions. Yeah, the Queen and I weren't exclusive, we're good. Just gonna have to call Mia after this. Judd directs us to the conference room. He says they don't have much info on Concord since they don't come through much. Pretty sure, based on what Jeff was saying, that the Harbingers are involved. 2 cars pulled up behind the bus on their way here and tried to board, but Riz took care of it. So the most dangerous time will be during travel, but we obviously can't let our guard down at the hotel or the venues. One of the cars was black, sleek, looked like an old factory-made nice car. The other one was like most cars nowadays, more piecemeal, but fast as hell, and had a huge rocket engine on the back. Sandy can shake some trees, see what comes out. He knows someone who does auto body stuff, and Gus offers to go with him. Juno gets a buzz onto her phone, and the bus we were in blocked cell signal before, and her phone is blowing up like whoa. She was apparently in a selfie that Heinrich posted during the practice, and they have been spotted by a lot of friends and locals, so they're going a little viral. Leah and Sandy try to reassure them, saying this will be good for the lunar quarter. I've also gotten some texts from Pam, since she's seen the post and has some questions, and once she finds out the situation, offers to be some extra muscle. Maybe all this attention means people trying to get to Magic will try to get to Juno. Gus gets up and pulls his dagger and stalks toward the door, saying he'll put a stop to this situation. We all understandably get concerned about Gus's sudden behavioral change. Sandy tries to talk him down. Gus says he was going to go deal with the Harbingers, but we remind him that he's not a one-man army, and even though he is a ghost, he can still die. After we manage to talk him down, I have to hold on to his dagger so that Leah can't. Tells us that he won't use it unless it's strictly necessary, but Juno doesn't believe him. Gus hands it over to me and suddenly looks very deflated. I put it into a compartment in my prosthetic arm, and it has a very similar, very cold feeling, like the weird box had that was in the Stinky Cabbage Patch that we got our new puppy in. Sandy also convinces Gus to change into fancier clothes that he had previously sacrificed for Gus. So Sandy and Gus will go meet with Sandy's mechanic contact. Juno and Leah will keep a close eye on the boys, and I'll get to work in my workshop on some stuff. I also stick behind to hash out the actual security details with Judd while the others break off. Juno asks Leah why she invited her, since she knows Juno wouldn't be able to say no and would just make things awkward. Leah asks if Juno wants to sleep with some handsome boys actively now. Juno says she doesn't know them very well, and Leah says that's why they're getting drinks. Leah says she can leave after a couple drinks if she's not vibing with them, but Juno worries that it'd be rude. Leah talks to her about pushing through anxiety and doing things. Juno worries that this will hurt Sandy's feelings, and Leah offers to text him to ask right now. Juno wants to know, but doesn't want any responsibility for texting Sandy. As Leah texts, Juno gets a text herself from an unknown number that says, "Call me," which she does. Juno, good. Juno asks who it is. Oh, right, we haven't spoken on the phone before. Look, it seems like you're more useful than I thought you'd be, so I'm going to go ahead and call in that little favor you owe me. Juno asks what the favor is. I need Jeff, and you're going to get him for me. She's calling in her debt, and they'll call back with more details later. After a certain amount of time, there's a click, and the speaker says that was just what she needed, and she'll call again tomorrow. Juno lets Leah know what that was about, but doesn't want Leah to tell anyone else. They decide to get Jeff to join them for drinks.
I mean,
Can I go home? I think Alex could just do the whole show by himself.
no.
I'm gonna go take a nap. Alex, so you played Juno.
That
for a
was
while.
that was the best right there.
Not drunk
The
enough to play all of you.
verbatim monologue. Holy shit. Wow. Again, I
My
cannot
notes
stress
are
enough.
thorough.
Get you an Alex in your campaign. Damn. I also, Alex, you'll be doing the recaps from now on. So hey, congratulations, you've been promoted.
As long as we're okay with them taking 10 minutes every time.
Hey, I'll plan for it. It's good. Thank you. And I won't torture everyone else with trying to remember things. It'll be great. So that's that. And we will jump right in. We had a few scenes that we were setting up. I will let you all duke it out for who would like to go first. Do we want to go drinks in the bar, or do we want to go talk to a goblin mechanic? rock, paper, scissors. It is.
Damn it, Val.
I'm sorry. I'm bad when nose goes.
I think we're going to the bar, which means I need to change the music up a little bit to everybody's favorite.
Yes.
So, the two of you have left the security meeting and also that little walk away to discuss Juno potentially being blackmailed, or at the very least having to cash in a very ill-timed debt. But both Aries and Juan are waiting for you in a rather swanky hotel bar. Again, this is the nicest hotel in the city, The Majestic. So yeah, they are seated there. Their security is also, again, already there. You've got D, who did not join you for the meeting so that they could keep eyes on, is having to hold back a couple people who look like they want to possibly bother the boys. But yeah, otherwise they are at the bar. They have drinks in front of them. They have a drink to the side, which looks like a rum and coke, and another one which looks like a highball martini. Leah looks like they've ordered both drinks, both the one you asked for and also the one that Gus texted them about.
Stops Juno real quick because the two of us are coming in together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you've told Leah what's going on about this situation. I'm trying.
Oh yes.
So 100%.
Mhm.
Okay. Just stops. Be like, okay, so are we good?
Define good.
Like, can we just do what we are here to do and not worry about all the blackmail, or do we need to do something about that right now?
I've never worried about anything ever in my life.
Sarcasm, I don't know, is a good look for you.
I was more kind of trying to do a fake it till you make it type of thing.
Yeah. Also not really sure about that. Listen, just be honest with me, honey.
I don't know.
Okay, so they want Jeff, right?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
So maybe that's some stuff we need to ask about.
I don't get the impression she's gonna tell me.
No, I mean, like, find out what Jeff might need with, That's So Raven, I forgot. Did you just fall asleep on my shoulder and fall off?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember her name.
I don't remember her name.
I know
That's-
you
that
can't
was-
either. Oh, it's the bird lady's name.
Yeah, what is the bird lady's name?
Zara.
Zara. I want
That
to say
was close.
Tara. I was like, that's not right. Okay.
Zara.
Yes.
So maybe try to work in a conversation, see if we drop Zara's name at some point. If Jeff goes like, "Oh, I know her,"
Okay.
or see what Jeff knows about. Okay, now I'm trying to remember. Jeff is the boy that is Mia's brother. Yeah, Jeff is Mia's brother. Okay,
Mhm.
Yes.
there's 6 names. I have all
There are a
6
lot of names
written down, so I was trying to remember.
Yes. Jeff is Turbo Teen. Jeff is Mia's
Yes.
brother.
Mia's brother.
Yeah. I could also call Mia and find out about that.
Okay. I mean, I guess.
But like, this is your thing with Zara. I don't know, like, are you worried about her, I don't know, boiling her blood or something?
I'm always a little worried about that.
Okay. But no more than usual.
No, I just get really stressed out dealing with the Fae.
Let's just have some casual conversation and see what shakes out.
Okay. Did you text Sandy?
Do I text?
Did you text Sandy?
Do I text Sandy?
Did you?
Not very often.
Did you?
Oh, about
Did you send that text?
about the same. Beep. Yes.
Did you just make a beep sound with your mouth?
No.
What's
Okay, hold on,
happening?
I'll text him right now. I'll text him right now. Okay.
Leah, what do you text Sandy?
This was a mistake.
Trying to think. Yo, Puss in Boots, got a question for you.
We cut to Sandy and Gus. You all are making your way to wherever your goblin contact hangs out there, Sandy. Where would that be? Because you literally made them up on the spot.
I sure did. This goblin contact resides in what is known as the bluffs, which is basically is called the bluffs because it looks like it looks like, like a bluffs area, but it's actually just a bunch of really old looking buildings, old factories, old like a bunch of old like mechanic shops that people have converted into working mechanic areas.
Okay. I like this.
It's a real like gearhead kind of area of the city.
I like it a lot. So headed that way, you get a text. It says Puss in Boots. I won't talk to you about something.
Replies back a question. It replies back with a cat face question mark.
Do you know? So Juno, no. Okay.
Lots of dots, Sandy.
This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. You know what? I'm just going to be direct. You mind if Juno bangs magic? Question mark.
Replies back with a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Right?
I mean, ... Why not?
That's what I'm telling her, but she's all up in her head about stuff because y'all got a thing now, and she doesn't want to. I said I didn't know if it was exclusive, so yeah, I just figured I'd ask you just in case.
I see. He replies back with a cat, with a gif of a cat nodding. And then he calls up Juno.
Juno, your phone starts buzzing.
Why would you unexpectedly call someone who has anxiety?
For real, though.
Right?
I just started sweating.
No,
I just
would
started
die.
sweating.
I would die. I died doing what Sandy
Just-
did. So
All of the blood just sort of drains out of Juno's face.
What? Oh. I mean, it seemed like it was cool with it. Probably just checking in with you. Here, let me
Hello?
see. Let me see. Okay.
Juno, how are
Hi.
you?
Hi, great.
Yes. Go have fun at the bar, Juno.
Sorry, what?
Go have fun. Go have fun, Juno.
I think we
Just
need to talk
go-
about my definition of fun.
Yes, we probably will, but trust me. I will talk to you later about this fully, but really, just go have fun. Don't worry about me. I have Gus to keep me entertained, and we're going to be discussing with goblins.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Are you sure?
Juno, I have told you that I fancy you. That's why I asked you out on a date, correct?
Yes.
However, I feel like maybe I didn't really express myself fully. Juno, I very much indeed like you. You are very much free and capable to do whatever you want, whatever makes you feel happy. Just know at the end of the day, I will be here to let you know that I still like you very, very much, and I will always want to be around you. So go have fun. And if you bang, I don't know, what is it? The beefy one, right? The bunny. Is it the bunny? Oh, please tell me it's the bunny.
Aries?
Is Gus just there?
No, yes, Gus is just floated by Gus. Rude.
Juno's on speaker. No.
Juno,
Okay. Okay.
I will talk to you later.
Okay.
Click.
Everything okay?
Oh my God, I bloody like her.
Yeah.
Oh, God. And Sandy stops and they're walking and puts his hands on his knees and starts hyperventilating.
It's just like the click of a lighter as Gus is lighting up a cigarette. Yeah, buddy, looks like you got something called the down bad.
What do you mean the down? What do you mean the down bad? Give me the paper back. Give me the paper back.
You really like Juno, huh?
And he takes the paper bag and he huffs it in once, huffs it in again, and he transforms into a cat and dives into the bag head first and just sits there for a while. Gus, it's rare that I do things for, reasons that aren't money. And when the things aren't money, they are usually metaphorical things. But I like just doing things for her because she makes something inside me feel. What's the word?
She makes something inside you feel not as prickly.
Yes, I suppose that's the way.
Soften the sulfur, as it were.
No, you're pushing it.
We'll leave Sandy in a bag in the street with a ghost. And smash cut back to Juno
Clue.
and Mia. Good job, you did it! Yay, Falwins.
Oh, Myrtle.
Go ahead.
So you good?
I guess.
Listen, if I can't say that I'm an expert on relationships, but I don't. Okay, Sandy doesn't strike me as the type that's gonna get super clingy.
No, I know that.
And is not gonna be judgy either.
I wasn't really concerned about that, but now it's in my brain.
Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to pump so much alcohol into your brain that there won't be room for anything else.
You know it doesn't go directly into your brain, right?
It's a metaphor. Don't think about it.
I'm trying not to.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Grabs her other wrist. Hey, boys, we're here.
On that note, we shall slow pan back to the street into a paper bag with a sphinx cat inside of it. Chat has redeemed a mini monologue for our good demon Sandalphon. Sandy, what's going through your head right now, my friend?
Oh, bloody! I can't believe I have these feelings for her. I can't believe I have feelings like this for anyone. I mean, Gus he's my best friend. And well, he is someone I care deeply and love, but I suppose with Juno it's a little bit different. I don't know, I feel safe around her. It's a feeling I normally don't have. I suppose it's because being that I'm a demon, I always have to look out for myself. Always growing up, looking over my shoulder until someone would take me in and, well, my sugar mama, in my case. Once I cut myself off, I had that vulnerability again, and she was there. To pick me up. Yes, I suppose that's the reason why I care so deeply for her. She makes me feel safe. You're stuck in this paper bag. Won't tell Gus though. He'll hold it over for me for a while. I'll just sit here for a bit until he pulls me out.
What are you mumbling about in there?
Quiet! Nothing. Just sitting here. I decided I'm going to just bide my time until we eventually need to leave.
I'm respecting your privacy by knocking first, but asserting my authority by coming in anyway. And there's a hand that reaches into the bag.
And when you pull out, like, Sadie's just splayed out in, like, being mid-grab.
We good?
Yes, I'm fine. And he crawls up and sits on Gus's shoulder.
Yeah, Gus is gonna start walking to the auto body or the junk yard, and he's gonna just roll up his sleeves to give that sort of he's here for business effect. He has like underneath like sleeve tattoos running up to like his shoulders.
Love it. We'll come back to that as you head into the bluffs to find your goblin quarry. What? You named the goblin too, Sandy. What's the goblin's name?
Oh boy, I don't remember.
Don't tell me that. Just make up a name right now, and then I'll pretend that was the whole
their
time.
name is Chubba.
No, really, what is it? No, okay, sure, yes.
Chubba. Their name is Chubba.
It's a strong family name.
It's a strong family name. Name is Chubba. Surname Wamba.
Okay, making sure we're going.
Yep.
I hate all of you.
So when we get there,
the garage is the Can't Fall Down garage. It's called the I Get Knocked Down garage.
why not the what was it? The tub thumpers?
That's even better. Yes.
Tub thumpers.
Yeah.
Excellent. We shall pan back from the dingy dregs of the mechanical district. back to a very fancy bar. You call to the boys, and they turn around. D is on high alert. You know, looks like they're gonna try and stop you. Recognizes you and
Hi, D.
turns back to beating people back. Hey,
If you need help, just let me know.
they are like Heisman arming like 4 people right now, like without even like breaking the conversation with you. But they're like, no, I think we're good. Yeah, just let me know when the guys are gonna go up to the rooms.
Okay.
That we will.
You're having we're talking, but you're kind of having to yell over the sounds of all the people being really excited right now.
All right, come on, let's go.
You made it.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hey,
Hair looks great.
thank you. I'll have to talk to our publicist, but I think I'd like to keep it.
I think you
Well, if they say anything negative about it, I didn't do it.
Oh no, I'll take full responsibility.
Perfect. Love you. So who's gonna buy us a drink?
Juan gestures to 2 of them. So your friend said you'd actually probably like that one, but you said you wanted that one. So hey, drinks.
Perfect. So, what do you boys do for fun?
They sort of look at each other, grin, and look back at the 2 of you. Yeah, we've got a couple different hobbies. We're on the road a lot, so you know.
Well, what kind of hobbies? Aren't you supposed to be trying to like impress us and stuff?
Eris looks a little confused. Should we be trying to impress you? Is that the point of getting together this evening?
Well, I just figure we want like the full fan experience. I assume anytime y'all hang out with any sort of like normies and stuff, it's all like big stories about the helicopter you crashed in the mountains and, you know, saving the world from, I don't know, whatever pop stars get up to when they're not performing.
the helicopter crash.
The helicopter
was Dave
crash
Matthews
was
Band.
actually, and ours was just for the publicity.
Gotcha.
You're not supposed to. It's fine. No, you know, we yeah. We you know, we definitely like to have you know, fun, excitement,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, we're actually, well, traveling around so much. We're kind of part of a club of sorts.
Club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Freemasons or
I was thinking
No,
like
no.
a book club because that would be great for traveling.
I like to read.
Me too.
But no, not that kind of club. It's kind of exclusive, actually. You know, they just have a couple set up through many of the cities that we travel through. We play paintball. Aries, shh.
a paintball club.
Yeah. We have it set up. We go around and we play paintball.
I love paintball.
You were doing a very good job of making it sound very like mysterious, and so I really
You
do.
said you wanted to be impressed, so
yeah,
you know.
it was
just-
very impressed. I mean, I'm still impressed. Paintball sounds like fun.
You should be impressed. It's a very physical sport. And it takes a lot of
It
tactical
is.
knowledge to be any
I
good at it.
own all of them. Yeah, okay, not every time. I win every time. I've never lost. They always fight over whose team I'm on.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's because you cheat. You go into bunny form, then you can run around, and it's not cheating. It's just something I do.
Wait, when you turn to a bunny, can you, like, if you have the paintball gun, you turn to a bunny, does it, like, morph with you, and then you morph out and you're, like, in full tactical gear and stuff?
Correct!
That is cheating, definitely.
No, it's
but
an
also
excellent
very
strategy.
Cool. That's very cool.
Juan
It's a
can
very
basically
cool use of
teleport,
cheating.
and I'm sure he doesn't just turn that off for paintball.
I mean, yeah, it's... it can be helpful, but they won't let the two of us be on the same team, because
Okay.
we would completely destroy them. Yeah.
It's not
that's-
fun if you're not playing to the best of your ability.
That's fair. It's like I wouldn't want to play anything like that against Gus because then he's a ghost. It just goes right through him, and that seems very unfair.
He would probably have to be corporeal to participate.
But would he?
Probably not.
No,
He would
cheat.
probably cheat.
So when do y'all go paintballing?
Well, on most trips, we, try to go the last night, to celebrate. I don't know, well, I'm sure you guys kind of know what's been going on, given that you're extra security this time around. So, I don't know, whatever fan thing that was going on our way in, I don't know if they'll let us go. So, it's a huge bummer.
Well, like, where is the place you normally go? Is it like pretty hush hush?
It's been a while since we've been in Concord, so it was the last time we came through.
I have an idea.
Yes.
We've got a pretty big backyard. And a lot of... Max doesn't
Crap.
like it when I call it junk stuff.
It's junk. He doesn't throw anything away. He's a hoarder.
It's useful.
How is a pile of tires useful?
Tires are really hard to find.
Not flat ones.
They can be patched and reinflated.
Okay,
Do I spend too much time with Max?
you do. But also Max seems like the type that would really enjoy paintballing, would definitely cover for something like this.
Max is gonna come to paintball? Oh, that'd be awesome. We really
I'm
just...
sure you would if you asked him.
Where's he?
Although he
Deacon. What's up?
might put most of you, if not all of you, to complete shame.
Nah.
You don't know Max like I do.
Well, I mean, Fairy's your old man, right? So
Close enough.
we would love for Max to play. He can be on my team. No, if he's that good, he cannot be on your team. Well, he can't be on your team. Okay, we'll fight about whose team Max is going to be on later. Maybe Max can choose.
I would also like to play.
Okay. Well, maybe we could split it up. 3 teams converge.
Like a King of the Hill situation.
Yeah. We're, we like, capture flag maneuvers, but if it's a smaller space, King of Hill, that makes sense.
These are all
Great.
words.
Leah, you
What was
know
that?
what King of the Hill is.
Yeah, I remember it was a show like a long time ago.
No.
Something about propane.
Propane. Like a Dom sub thing?
It was a very
Yes.
niche show.
Huh. That makes sense.
But maybe we can arrange something for before y'all leave. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds great. Like Sunday before we head out after the Saturday performance?
Sure.
Great. Yeah. Yeah, you guys will be in touch with like Judd and Dee. Dee just sort of cracks her head over. What? I was just talking about you. Just forget it. Yeah, we'll have to talk to them about it and, coordinate and stuff. Yeah. It comes with, the job. We have no lives. It's not like that. I mean, just, celebrity comes with its own package deal, and that's,
It's hard when everyone
Being-
recognizes you all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be tough.
Well, I have to say that y'all aren't necessarily what we expected when we heard that Magic was going to be in town and when we signed up to do this. Like, you seem like real people, which is actually pretty chill.
They both laugh at that. I mean, I feel like the obvious answer is we are.
Don't tell me that. Just kidding. Yeah.
I mean, fair. I'm not a person. I'm a demon. Shh, buddy, you can't. There's some non-soups here. Okay, we talked about this. Sorry. I'm a demon for music. Yeah, good cover, bud. Okay.
Good save.
Oh, okay.
Precious. Y'all know any drinking games? Or do you just
Oh,
want to
I
drink
don't
shots?
think we should do that. Either of those
Why not?
things.
Well, shots sounds
Shots sounds
Sounds-
good. Let's start with shots.
okay.
Okay.
I don't drink, so I'll have juice. Would you like to have juice?
Oh, she drinks.
Yeah, can I just have a bourbon? Please.
Yeah.
3 fingers?
Can we get the yeah? Juan starts to ask the bartender to just line up some glasses and then leave a bottle for what looks like a game of waterfall, maybe. Aries is drinking cranberry juice.
God, sweet boy.
Yeah.
It's good for you.
I want to
Yeah.
ruin him.
No.
I didn't say that out loud.
Leah, you're saying the inside thoughts out loud again.
Damn it. Always happens when I drink.
We will move over to Max. Max, you finished the particulars with Judd. And where do you go after that?
I think Max is going to. I think he pokes his head in at the bar, sees what's going on there, and is going to, feeling confident that they have it handled, the security has it handled. He's going to start heading back to Gus's bar to get his truck because that's still there, and bring it over so he can drive everyone's drunk asses home later. But as he is going to call Pam and fill her in.
Okay.
And hopefully with the idea of her meeting him on his way back to the psychopomp, and they can hang out and chat and such.
Okay. So how do you phrase this to Pam? I'm asking, for a friend.
Calls her up because they're old. They don't text first. They just call people.
It just seems real unnecessary. It's just like an extra step. You just pick up the phone and you call, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I do it for Juno when I remember to, because she's asked me to. But yeah. But anyway,
It's like
Got
these
it.
younger kids, they think it's like disrespectful. Like they're so busy, you gotta interrupt them and see if they're okay to talk. I don't get it, but it's fine.
maybe. I mean, I know with Juno, she's got anxiety, and it helps with that. So it's
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Okay.
yeah. But anyway, yeah. This
You
is
just taught Pam something. Look at you.
yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. So
Please tell me
just
she said that out loud, though.
Hmm?
Please tell me
The
that
more you
that's
know
it.
part?
Yeah. Did she say that out loud?
Oh, that was Sid talking, but I can have it be that Pam talked about herself in the third person. I can redo that for you if you'd like. Is that what we're asking for? Yeah, yeah. Well, look at that. You taught Pam something. The more you know. How's that? Is that good? Yeah? That work for you? Okay, great.
geez,
I'm
I
here to serve.
haven't heard that jingle in years.
Oh, yeah. No, the boy gets a little antsy about it. Anyway, what's up? Did you need an extra set of hands or?
Yeah. Was actually hoping to be able to talk to you about that. You busy tonight?
Yeah, because I got a hot date or something. No, I'm free. What do you need?
All right. Can you meet me at the Psycho Pump? Left my truck there and gotta pick it up, but sure, Gus won't mind if we let ourselves in, help ourselves to a few drinks.
Well, it's like 10:30 at night. I'm sure they're open.
Yeah, that's true. I forget that he's not always there. He's got some good people to run the bar in his absence.
All right, yeah. I'll meet you inside.
All right, I'll be there in. Jeez, Max figures out how long it's gonna take him to walk from downtown to the Psycho Pump.
We've got trains.
Yeah,
You could use public transportation, Max.
yeah. So, however long it takes public transit to get there.
Public transit in this time is actually extremely efficient because they put money and time and resources into the infrastructure, and it's also, again, being a solar punk, extremely good for the environment overall.
And most people don't have
Yeah.
cars clogging up the public transit, the public spaces.
Exactly. So it's actually really efficient and good for society. Anyway.
Fantasy.
This is our fantasy world.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah. Yeah. But a little bit of realism. Anyway, I'm done. In a weird mood, y'all. Anyway, yeah. It'll take like 30 minutes. Sure. She says she'll meet you there.
This is Alex trying to remember. No, I just found it in my notes. Once he would have told Pam to tell Molly that they'd like a private booth or a private area if the Psychopomps got something like that.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yep.
She texts while you're in public transit that
Mhm.
Molly is lovely, and they say that they definitely are set up for private situations, also considering who's in town.
Yep.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Max is en route to a date. What? Let's move back to our friends on the hunt for a goblin.
So tell me again, his name is Chubba Wubba?
Yes, his name is Chubba Wub. What?
Like the band.
What do you mean?
tub thumping. I get
Uh,
knocked down, but I get up again. Never
I don't-
gonna keep me.
I don't
listen to
listen
music.
I don't listen to what is that that you're just saying is music.
It is a bar hall classic, and
A
I will
bar-
not
a-
have you blaspheming in my burger house.
A bar hall classic. First of all, a bar hall classic is something more of a ditty that will get everyone jiving and stomping their feet.
American Pie or Piano Man?
Oh, this is the bloody piano. Piano Man is more of a not a ballroom ditty. It's more of a drunken dad ditty.
Which belongs in a bar.
It's fair. That's very fair. Still doesn't mean it's a good song.
There's a few seconds of silence as they wait for a crosswalk to turn, and Gus is just like, "Is everything okay between you and Juno?" She was making some noises that only probably some dogs could hear from when I floated by.
She's having a day. Is what she's having. She's just having a day. She's going to talk to some gentlemen at the bar. She's going to talk to Magic at the bar. And she asked if I was okay with it, which I am okay.
And you are okay with it, right?
Why not? Why wouldn't I be? I mean, if you had the chance to have a date with someone who is a star that you look up to, would you say no?
Gus considers it for a moment. I guess it's different for everyone. Personally, no.
Exactly. Everyone is different. And for me, it's just that if she has the opportunity to spend some time with someone she greatly admires, why would I want to deny that? But just for my own feelings. Plus,
Cool. Cool.
haven't really expressed to her truly my feelings yet, I suppose, outside the fact that I like her.
I mean, that should be enough for now, right?
Oh, yes, it's, as I said, it's very odd. You know, it's just real feelings. It's very odd. It's all.
You tell Gus yet?
I mean, yes, I told you. I told Max, though.
I mean, sorry, Max. Sorry, that's.
Yes, I told Max.
Hmm.
I was very forthright and honest with him, and apparently he knew even before I even told him.
Cool. So I'm guessing he gave you the spiel about breaking your legs if you break your heart.
Yes, as I said, as of course I'm quite afraid of him, but I'm also absolutely terrified of Juno, and if I broke her heart, she would just rip my arms off clean from my body.
Cool.
And I'm guessing
really hope. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm guessing you're gonna say the same thing.
Oh no, I was gonna say I really hope you two don't like have a bad falling out because it's gonna be really hard to choose between the two of you. Also, if you break her heart, I will tear your soul out of your body. I don't know if I could actually do that, but there's a first time for everything.
One, you can do that. I'm not. There's no denying that. I know you can do this. It's basic ghosty stuff. Two, wait, what do you mean to be hard? I thought you. I thought you were my best friend.
I am your best friend, but also my previous best friend's wife. You are dating.
That is very fair. That is fair.
And Juno is the sweetest person on this earth, and if you dare break her heart... Nope, not gonna say that. There's the auto body shop.
Gus, he like hops off Gus's shoulder and he transforms back into his human form.
What's up?
I get it. She's very sweet and no one wants to hurt her. And I can assure you, I will do nothing to hurt her at all. Now there's the auto body shop. I'm done with this. Let's stop this.
Speaking of the auto body shop, as you both try to hastily exit this conversation,
You want to be bad cop or should I be worse cop? AK.
Well, first of all, it's bad cop, good cop, and second of all, you be worse cop.
Takes off his glasses, reaches into like a breast pocket, pulls out like those fucking what's it, like the highway patrol style glass, the aviators.
aviators.
Yeah. It's 10 at night. He doesn't care.
It's 10 at night, Gus.
I wear my sunglasses at night, so I can. So I opens the door slowly.
Oh my goodness! He follows him inside.
You enter where you have met up with Chubba before. And there doesn't really appear to be anybody here. The door was open, though.
Chubba, are you here?
How's it looking in here?
Inside, well, you almost feel like you're in a homey place there, Gus, because there's junk everywhere. It's, you know, half of old rusted cars, tires, spare scrap metal. But even though it's a bunch of junk, it looks like very well organized junk, all piled in appropriate places. And it looks like a couple of car-shaped, larger areas covered in tarps. And it looks like one car in particular looks like it's getting serviced in some way. Looks real nice, though.
All right, at least they're doing well for themselves.
Oh, indeed. Looks like they're getting a healthy amount of business. Still odd that he's not here. Chubba! Oh.
At that point, you hear a and some and coming down what looks like a small staircase in the back is a squat goblinoid creature wearing like jeans, a like just filth covered nearly shirt with of course the little patch that is embroidered with Chubba, who plops down the stairs saying, I'm coming. Jeez. You know we're oh.
Chubba. Chubba. My favorite goblinoid in the center of the city. How are you doing today?
I'm the only goblinoid you know in the center of the city. It's
That means
funny
you like it.
a couple times, Sandy. What do you need? I know this isn't just a social call.
No, it's not a social call, but at least I can make it a social call before I turn it into business. How are you, Chubba? This is my friend Gus, aka my life partner, aka my unlife partner.
Gus looks over at Sandy like, what the fuck did you just say?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, don't
Chubba.
please, Gus, don't tell me. Obviously, Gus, we're joined at the hip. You're not escaping me.
we're good. Business is good. We've got a pretty good community of people that like to build their own. So
Of course. Just a little bit of a question there. And Gus, can you please close the shades if you don't mind?
Oh, yeah. Gus, walks back to the door, shuts it, turns the sign from open to close, walks over to the shades, and then just pulls them down. And he'll stand there with, 2 fingers opening, the shades and just keeping a watch.
this really isn't a social call.
No, it is not, Chaba. Chaba, I'm calling in a favor.
Fuck.
Look at it this way, Chaba. After I call in this favor, you are never going to be part of my little Rolodex of names I look up to, and you're not tugged into my little strings anymore. You'll be free of me. Isn't that what you want?
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Okay. What do you want?
Harbingers. What do you know about them?
Unfortunately, I cannot disclose such information about people who may or may not be clients, but will most assuredly kill me if I said anything.
Chaba. I am hurt. I am honestly hurt. The fact that you're afraid of them more than me. I am just shocked, Chaba. Isn't that something, Gus?
Oh, that's something, all right, Sandy.
Oh, yes, it is. It is something. Now, Chaba, of course, I'm a reasonable businessman. I like to at least try to help you out in these situations. It sounds like to me you're once again under the thumb of someone. And, I don't want to see you put in any kind of uncomfortable situation. So, perhaps.
Your mouth says one thing, but then your actions say something else.
Is that when he just gets a really big smile on his face? Chaba, would you like to make a deal?
I think we need a roll here. I feel like this is persuading an NPC with promises and or mainly threats at this point, as veiled as they may be. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and roll some heart.
Some heart. That's a 9?
Okay.
Ooh, so, rules question. What would this roll becoming a 10 do? What would
Success.
change that between the 9 and the 10 for this one?
On this one, I believe the 10
They'll do it.
plus-
If it's a 7 to 9, you have to do something for them before they do
Yeah,
something
they're
for
gonna
you.
probably present a counter offer of some kind or demand a payment.
Because I do have an intimacy hold on Sandy,
That's
which
right.
means I can lend a hand from any distance.
Mm-hmm.
This is true. If you'd like to do that, then on the 10 plus, they'll do as you ask.
Yep. So, what do I need to roll for this?
For your move, I think
Well,
that
because
is-
I think it is just lend a hand, but I can do it from any distance.
yes. So I think you would just roll lend a hand, which means you would roll with their circle. So you'd roll with wild.
Okay, did I nerf that one recently? I can't remember.
Define
Oh, no.
recently.
My wild is +2. It's my highest circle right now.
Okay.
All right. Big money, no whammies. That is a 10. No, that's a 9.
Okay. That is still a success, but I believe you open yourself up to some potential hardship in that case.
Expose yourself to danger, entanglement, or cost.
Yeah. Okay. We'll
Which I have an idea for what that could be, but
we'll chat, because I do too. Excellent. But for the moment, with a 10, Sandy, you don't know many goblins, but you have never seen a goblin sweat this much. His eyes sort of dart back and forth between you and then Gus and back to you.
Sandy, looking at this, recalls back to a conversation him and Max had about an interrogation that Max did once, and he talked about fear sweat, that it smells different than normal sweat. And that's when Sandy thumbs his hands on the counter behind Chubba and leans in, takes a sniff. Chubba, that isn't your normal sweat I smell. No. That's fear sweat. What are you hiding, Chubba? What do they have over you that you don't want to tell me? Because honestly, you shouldn't be afraid of them. You should be afraid of me and the little things that I can do. Because I said, there are two ways we can end this. I could untie the string that I have so delicately wrapped around your waist that keeps you close to me. Or I can cut the string and watch you fall, Chubba. Now, what's it going to be?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna talk to you, but I'm still kind of caught up with the fact that you've been smelling me. I really don't know how I feel about that in particular.
We can touch back on that later, but just Chubby, just help me out here.
Okay. Look, they don't have anything over me. Except that I've been working with them for a while. And look, they gave me the loan that helped me start this business, okay? And I'm still paying it back.
So they do have that over you. Chubba.
You know, that and fucking Zara would come over here and fucking snap my neck, I'm pretty sure.
Who? A name? Chubba. That's all you had to do, Chubba, since the start. You just had to say that name. Right from the beginning, Chubba. And if you did, I would have untied that little string that was around your waist. But you withheld that information, and I had to threaten it to get it out. I don't want to do bad things to you, Chubba. He pinches his cheek and gives it a shake.
He recoils back and then just sort of is forced to let you pinch him. Look, I didn't tell you anything, all right? Take the info, but you will go to your goddamn grave. I didn't say anything.
Going to a goddamn grave, eh? He looks over at Gus. Gus, he said we're gonna go to a goddamn grave.
Coffins are pretty comfy.
They're all the rage, Chubba.
Especially if you got the satin-lined ones.
I literally just said I will tell you what you want to know, and you're still threatening me. It's just a little bit of overkill.
You're very lucky that I don't have my knife, because then I'd really do some threatening.
Oh no, we're not threatening. We're just making casual conversation. But no,
This is very
continue.
casual conversation. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Look. What do you want to know?
Who is this Zara person? What does she want? What does she have all tied in with this?
Zara's sort of the head honcho, all right? She runs the schemes, you know?
What kind of schemes? What is the more latest scheme they're doing?
I mean, they're in a lot. They run the street racing. They do loan sharking. Well, last I heard, they've been getting into some bigger things. Things that I am not a part of, and I will not be. But, you know, maybe a little light bank robbing.
Bank robbing. Okay. And I'm guessing with the bank robbing, they'll need a very specific kind of getaway car.
Car? She can fucking fly. And besides, no, I don't mean from the bank, because that would be a ridiculous idea. No. They hit stuff when it's in transit.
You mean they do highway robbery?
Well, here's the thing. Most, I get it. You're a demon. You're old. You remember the old days, driving around in an armored car. They don't do that anymore. They're a little bit of sitting ducks, because, well, looks around, we're kind of a dying breed. No, most places do it by air now. Well, this bitch can fly.
She can fly and they do these things by air. What would they need the boy for?
I'm pretty sure he owes them something for the street races.
Chubba, you've been quite the help. Gus, do you have any questions you would like to ask Chubba before we depart?
Where do these street races take place?
I mean, they move around a lot. Any big stretches, sometimes at the old airport, the old runways, they've kind of torn up a couple of them so that they can use them.
Only space big enough for that is the old JFK place.
Yep. Probably where they may be tonight then, or pretty soon.
If they're hunting our boy down, they're probably not going to be there.
No. We'll have to pass this info on.
Well, I don't know how soon they'll be back at it. At least not Zara in particular.
Where does Zara like to hang out?
Again, I don't know her that well. I couldn't tell you, but I do know that they won't be racing anytime soon.
Can I put a face to a name for Zara?
Yeah.
You could.
Okay.
Oh boy.
While you're doing that, however, he does say, yeah, I know they won't be racing anytime soon. And before we go on break, he walks over to a control panel on the wall.
Uh-oh.
And he pushes a button. And that really nice car that was above you, that was being serviced, slowly comes down.
Oh.
And lands to the ground floor, and you see a very sleek black factory-made vehicle. And on the front, the hood ornament looks to be a very large raven wings outstretched in flight. And that's where we'll take our break.
Oh boy.
Sandy, I think we done fucked up.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. We've got a couple of great, we've got old friends, we've got new friends in chat. Please stick around with us. The plot fucking thickens, and we're very excited that you are joining us for it. We're going to break. Refresh yourselves, refresh your drinks, take your medicine, do a little stretchy stretch. Dad, what do we need to do on break?
Gosh. Check your fridge, see if anything is getting close to expiring. You don't want that sitting around too long.
Yes.
Check your fridge, see if it's running. If it is, go and catch it.
Ah! Come.
I hate you all.
Yeah.
No, I adore you and you know it. Please, again, we'll this will be a tight 10. And yeah, stick around. We'll see you soon. While we took our break, we have refreshed ourselves, drinks. I've got some almonds. You know, we're chill. We're good to go. It wasn't me. So I think we shall jump back over to our ladies partying it up. Why? I think mostly because I want to play feeling happy again. Yeah. But also curious to see what goes down. So we'll jump back, I would say maybe like an hour later, you know, after the drinking games commenced. I will let you both decide what state you are in.
How drunk can Leah get Juno?
Does Juno need, like, is there silver Schlager in this world? Like how there's gold Schlager?
There must be, right?
I feel like that's totally a thing.
She just
No.
ordered, what, 3 fingers of bourbon
Uh-huh.
for her first
Yes.
drink? So
Yes. We do know canonically that she can get drunk.
It just takes
She
a
got
lot.
very drunk. Yeah.
RJ has idea.
Yes, RJ.
There is an alcohol brand called Wolfsbane that is specifically made for lycanthropes to get drunk.
Oh, that's fun.
It's like their version of Everclear. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay. Leah would have definitely proposed that getting Juno some shots of that about like 2 rounds in.
It takes some convincing, I think. I don't think she likes to drink it that often.
How much convincing do I need to roll for it?
No, you don't have to roll for it. It's just
But would it be
just
fun
giving
to
some
roll for it?
context.
You know how bad I am at rolling. But yeah, I mean, Leah's very clearly trying to get Juno to loosen up. I mean, it's not trying to get Juno like blackout drunk, like, but it's trying to get her to loosen up and have some fun.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think after a little bit she'd probably go along with it.
Okay.
But
And Leah is a very healthy drunk right now.
Excellent. So is Juan. He actually definitely gets a little more animated when intoxicated. And he seems to be interspersing the alcohol with
O negative.
yeah, I'm just gonna say fuck it and say the very fancy hotel bar actually just hands him solo cups of blood that
I was
are
gonna say mixing
red
it into
solo
Bloody
cups.
Mary.
Yeah.
Hold
I like
the
the-
Mary.
Yeah, hold the Mary. Yeah. seems to be having a good time. I mean, Aries, again, not drinking, but still very, very animated, enjoying himself. Is at one point does turn into the rabbit as promised, but then Dee kind of yells at him because, you know, he just turned into a rabbit in public, so he turns back and they, you know, do one of these. This was not the rabbit you were looking for, and so they think they're covered, but
We convince everyone that David Blaine is hiding somewhere in the bar.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Good form. But yes, they both seem to be having a very enjoyable time.
Okay. How's Jeff doing?
Y'all didn't get Jeff.
I thought we did get Jeff. Did we
You
not
did
get
not
You
get
Jeff?
Jeff.
planned to. You never
planned
actually
to go
got
get
him.
Jeff. You didn't
Fuck.
go get Jeff.
Okay. Leah suddenly remembers at this point in the night that she meant to get Jeff.
It's like 11:30. Like the bars, the bar at the hotel probably closes in a half hour because it's a restaurant bar. You feel like they'll probably keep open for you because you're with magic, you know. But
Sure. Okay. Well, if this is what's happening, then yes. Leah suddenly, like after getting Juno to take whatever shot Leah was trying to give her, Leah suddenly has that brain blast moment, and it's like, "Fuck, Jeff."
yeah, what about him? Yeah.
We were gonna invite Jeff. We were definitely gonna invite Jeff. Why isn't Jeff here?
He's probably asleep.
Okay, we should go wake him up.
Is this a prank? Are we pranking Jeff?
And we can turn it into a prank. I need to talk. I have questions for Jeff. I feel like I remember what they are. Do we have questions we were going to ask Jeff? Or am I making that up?
I think you did.
Yeah. Where's Jeff? Room number. Where's room number for Jeff?
I don't. He's down the hall from us. We've got like a block of suites, so security can keep an eye. And
Okay, so if I just knock on every door, eventually Jeff will open it.
I mean, you'll probably get some of the other guys. You could ask D, maybe. D. Yeah. Where's Jeff? Waves and he very wobbly gets up from his bar stool and then goes over to D. D looks like he's admonishing, being admonished, and then you know he comes back over. Yeah, he's in like 13, 12.
13, 12, 13, 12.
Are we going?
Okay.
Where are we going? Are we putting his hand in warm water, or like are we just like, or oh we do the shaving cream his hand and then like tickle his face and make him like smush it on him? That's a good one.
Sure,
Is that
Yes!
funny?
all that.
Well, yeah, because like they smush on their face and they're like all covered. It's good, clean fun. Yeah, it's
Okay. I don't
Okay.
want Jeff to feel left out. So.
Well, we are specifically trying to include him. Here's what we do. Get a couple of bottles, because they're about to close down the bar. Bring them up to the room so we can continue the party there, and we'll go prank Jeff and then invite him to room party.
just do it. We'll take the rest of the Wolfsbane and the really good tequila with like the worm thingy. Yeah, those two. Thank you. Juan grabs those. And I'll take your best bottle of cranberry. Takes a ocean spray in the plastic bottle.
Good for you.
That's their best bottles, the ocean spray. Okay.
I think it's their only bottle.
That's fair.
If you
The
get the
bartender
sugar
shrugs.
free one, it's actually not so bad.
He just turns it to you. It's the sugar-free stuff.
There you go. They put a lot of
I
extra
requested
sugar
it.
in fruit juice.
The more you know. Okay. To Jeff.
To Jeff.
To Jeff! Oh. To Jeff. Because we don't want to be too loud.
No.
I would never.
You all in various states of drunkenness
We're off on a
make your
secret
way
mission.
up
I
to...
love that song.
I realize I said 1312, but there isn't a 13th floor on most buildings, so I'm gonna say 1213 instead.
Okay. I figured they were
Um,
just going in the face of like
Just spite.
superstition. Yeah.
Ooh, no, even better. It's a secret floor that they reserve for soups. Because only soups will go on the 13th floor. I like it. That's what we're doing. I'm calling it. So in fact, you have to go on a separate elevator. That's the only place that you can access the 13th floor. You guys head that way. And it's pretty quiet actually. Well, this is
Okay.
kind of chill.
Who's got his room key?
He does
Always-
probably.
Yeah, I mean, we all deserve our privacy, yeah?
Oh boy. Okay. Well, we're just gonna have to wing it then. Does anybody know how to break into a hotel room?
Why don't you just knock?
But then we can't do shaving cream prank.
Okay.
I'm getting real mixed messages of what we're trying to do here.
Okay, look. I really hate doing it because it's very discombobulating, but I've got a thing. Just don't tell anyone, okay?
Okay. Who's
And
this talking right
Juan-
now? Oh, Juan.
That's
okay.
Juan, yeah. Juan sort of closes his eyes, and for a second, you don't think anything's happening. You think he just sort of stopped and closed his eyes in the middle of the hallway.
Did we break him?
But then you realize that starting at his feet, he seems to be almost evaporating. And this slowly moves up his body until he has completely dissolved into a sort of grayish smoke.
He's doing the vampire thing.
And he slips silently under the hotel room door. And after a few moments, you see the door slowly, this door handle slowly, engage, and he opens it. It's sort of holding his head. Shh. Come in.
Okay.
Does that hurt?
It's kind of like getting like a brain freeze situation. It really sucks, but it's for a good cause. Shh, just come in.
Have you seen the Avengers? Because you could do a really funny prank.
What?
I mean, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it.
No, it's cool. Go ahead. Maybe I'm just not remembering.
No,
it
you
right.
know the part when like they are all turning into dust. I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
Oh. Well, yeah, it just takes a while, so I feel like I'd do it, but like I'd have to say it a couple times before it like
You could just
even-
wait till like the very last second.
I could time it.
I think it'd be really funny.
As you're all sort of talking in like the alcove of the hotel room, you all hear like some soft snoring and a grumble. And you all sort of tense and look, and Jeff is asleep and just sort of turns over.
Okay. Who's got the... We doing shaving cream or water, or what's the plan?
Let's do some. We'll do some shaving cream
Okay. Who has
if he
shaving
has
cream?
any. I'll
Did y'all
check.
not bring any? Okay.
Why would I bring shaving cream to the hotel bar?
I just figured you went back to your room. Okay.
We just
Why?
all walked up here together.
We've been here together this
I
entire
lose
time.
track of time very easily.
We haven't left. We haven't left each other. And you hear another. It's Jeff. Sort of rolls over again.
Why are we pranking Jeff again?
I don't remember.
Can we just talk to him?
Well, now I really want to do the prank, though.
Okay.
Y'all got me excited about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
I also want to do the prank now.
Okay. Sort of tiptoes into Jeff's bathroom suite. Looks like, yes, he has some shaving cream. You all sort of gather around his bed. I want one of you to roll. I don't know fucking what you're gonna roll. You're gonna roll.
For shaving cream.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you roll to keep your cool. Yeah, that seems appropriate. To manage to set this up without Jeff noticing. Yeah.
Sure.
That would be with spirit. You can decide who's gonna do it.
My spirit's +2.
Mine's +1.
Leah it is.
Okie dokie. Rolling. That's a 9.
Okay. On a 7 to 9, the MC tells you the cost. Pay it and you're good to go. The cost. I don't know how much of a cost this is, but this is the
Lose my
first thing
hand.
that sprung to mind. Leah, you go to sort of move his hand sort of into position, like, you know, it was kind of tucked around, so you got to move it to set up the shaving cream. And while you are sort of slowly unbending his arm, he reflexively does another snuffle and grabs you and sort of rolls and lays down with you in the bed. Just a little bit long. And you are now spooning with Jeff of magic.
Okay, this isn't what I expected for the outcome, but this is equally good.
This is part of the prank.
Yep. Yeah, just...
But in doing so, he has one hand wrapped around you and now has one hand sort of out free across the bed. So you may commence. The cost being, you may just as likely get this shaving cream in the face as Jeff at this point.
Worth it. Do it.
You place the shaving cream. Who's tickling his nose? Who's responsible for this? I guess is what I'm asking.
Doesn't Leah have the feathery antenna?
Yeah.
I am a moth person, yes. Do I do this to... yeah, sure, whatever. Yes, I do this to myself. Worth it.
The consequences of your own actions.
Yeah, Leah, you just
I've never
sort of,
seen such a thing.
you just sort of, you know, move your antenna around over his nose, and he just sort of shifts a little bit a couple of times, and then finally, what you've been waiting for, reaches up quickly to sort of brush his nose. And we'll say he definitely gets himself in the face, but also spreads shaving cream on the top of your head, like between your antenna, but doesn't wake up.
Okay, somebody just wake him up because that's starting to ditch.
I'm
Jeff!
not sure I fully understand this prank.
I
Jeff,
don't either. I've only seen it in movies.
Very, very quickly, Jeff. What? Why? And looks at you, Leah. Why? What?
Hey,
And-
dude, you started it.
The guys are just laughing hysterically. Just, really? What the? Okay. Hi.
Hi, Jeff.
What is?
Hi, Jeff. Come drink with us.
No, really. You guys have been drinking? No, you don't say. What the hell?
No, that is what she said.
That is what I said. Yes.
Right. Okay. Really? You guys too? It was our idea. Yeah, okay. I figured as much. Right. Well, I'm gonna go wash up, and I guess I will join you for drinks.
Mission accomplished.
Yay.
Let's go drink.
Oh, okay.
Are we
Yeah.
going somewhere else?
I don't remember. Are we going to somebody else? Jeff, we're using your room.
He just sort of does a thumbs up as he like extricates himself from you, Leah, on his bed and walks to his bathroom. You realize that he is sleeping in nothing but his boxer shorts, and he
Oh, no, don't go.
closes the bathroom door.
Jeff's really nice.
Jeff is very nice.
Like, I think some people would probably be really mad.
Jeff's a great guy. Yeah, he's all right. So, we still drinking or what?
Yes.
Great. Proceeds to go over. It's a really spacious suite, y'all. Like, you were more concerned with like Jeff in the bed, but like it's like an apartment in here.
I was not concerned with Jeff in the bed.
You were the opposite of concerned.
Yes.
And you can quickly set up to continue your rousing evening of drinks, and I don't know, maybe eventually get to speaking with Jeff in some capacity. Speaking of parties, there's a party going on at the Psychopomp. Max isn't there. You arrive finally on foot. Or no, you took public transit, of course, because it's fantastic here in the Concord. And you make your way inside. Your car is still out front, being the only one out there. And you head into the bar, and Molly, good as gold, has set up the same sort of perimeter situation that they had set up for the boys when they'd come in, but just around a booth. And sitting in said booth, a little anticlimactically for all of the show, is Pam.
Well, hey, wasn't expecting Molly to give you the full VIP treatment. Not that it's not deserved, but
I feel like Santa Claus at like the shopping mall with all this. I don't really know how to feel about it, but hey, she's on it.
yeah. And as long as people aren't close enough to hear, they can stare all they want.
Oh wow, who do you think they think we are?
Maybe some rich eccentric tech bro, I think they're called. I mean, I think they usually dress like I do, as he indicates his like shirt with some terrible witty saying on it in cargo shorts.
Well, I guess that's fair. All right. Well, uh, you needed all this to go over like detail specifics.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, apparently magic is a really big deal, and, can't be letting the general public know what their security details are going to be like.
I see. All right. I mean, I feel like I heard them on the radio or something, but not really my thing.
I might have heard Juno playing their music a couple times. I don't know any of their songs. Though they did say they're going to write some new ones about me. So maybe I might actually listen to those.
What? A famous group of singers is gonna write a song about you.
Oh yeah, I mean it sounded like they were maybe gonna do a whole album or something.
A whole album about you.
Apparently. I mean I told them they didn't have to, but they just I don't know, they're all a bunch of swell guys, little as famous people are I guess want to do, not quite the same as us, plebs, but they've all got good hearts at least.
And you sure you're not a magic user?
Is that what their fans are called, or do you mean like actual magic?
You know what? Never mind.
I mean, I just made them burgers, treated them like people.
Either those are some real good burgers, or those boys are really hankering for some, contact with the other people.
Probably both.
Well, then you owe me burger.
Can do. I think actually points to where like the grill is like hidden behind the bar. It's like that's maybe we'll see where the night takes us, but I can fire that back up.
Outside. You don't grill indoors. You know that,
Oh
right?
yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I guess first, how have you been? I guess it wasn't all that long ago we went out for drinks, but
Good. Yeah, just only had one odd job since, a little bit of recon, but that's about it.
all right. Well, offer goes the same to you if you ever need an extra set of eyes or an extra hand, just let me know. And like does something to his wrist and like pulls off the hand and like jokingly extends it to her. I'm also available the rest of me too if you need it. And then starts putting it back on.
Duly noted. All right, well, give me the deets.
Okay. And we'll like take some napkins, spread them out, and we'll like start diagramming stuff out, but explaining both the event security and also the larger problem that we have really been brought in for.
Cast exposition.
Yep.
All right, well, seems simple enough. Just keep them in one piece long enough for them to get the fuck out of here, so, all right.
Yep, and that bus of theirs seems pretty nifty, but clearly they're expecting something, and so I take it's going to be a lot of me and the rest of the group in the truck, playing backup, but that's also a lot of us in a truck. So other ideas that we can come up with are welcome.
I mean, I can, talk it over with the kid and see what we can do. Does this mean we're going to like a concert? Like at the big park, like Animus Park?
Yeah, we are. Though I imagine we'll mostly be backstage. Not sure what the acoustics are like back there.
All right. Have to get fancy for this one. Shit.
Well, fancy, but still something you can move in case, shit goes down.
You think I own anything at all I can't get up and go in? Come on now.
Fair, but people say fancy, and sometimes they lose sight of utility.
I don't think I've ever bought an article of clothing that I didn't know how and where I could hide a knife or a gun in it. So I think I'm good.
Be still my beating heart.
Says the man that could hide 40 articles of weaponry in his arm.
It's mostly just the one, though. I do actually have another trick or two in there at the moment.
In your arm?
Yeah, but that's a whole other story.
I mean, I'm here. I have a drink, and it's only 11:30.
Well, I haven't really gotten a chance to look at it yet, but Gus has this dagger that's real important to him. Leah really wants it. I don't know exactly what's going on with it, but I've got it for safekeeping now so that Leah can't fuck with it.
All right. Like right now? Like in there?
Yep, it's actually it's not quite a phantom pain, but it's not entirely pleasant.
Well, I mean, show and tell. Come on.
Looks around, make sure that he's positioned so that people in the rest of the bar can't see. Probably has to actually scoot and press himself up against Pam to position the body just right.
Look at him being all smooth.
But we'll open up the compartment and reveal the dagger within.
Oh. May?
Yeah, just be careful with it.
She'll go to pick it up. It's cold.
Yeah, and it's not the first time I've run into that box that
The
I.
box. Yeah.
Yep.
I was there. You think they have something to do with each other?
I mean, probably there's, like we just said, I'm not much for magic, but I imagine there's some sort of, similar resonance or something between the two. But Gus didn't really know about the box, so.
She'll sort of take the dagger out and put it on the desk. Am I drunk or it looks like something's missing on here?
What do you mean?
She turns the dagger around and on the, I want to say the hilt, but on the guard,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like there is almost like a half circle indentation into it.
That is, it seems like you could slot something in there almost, or. Huh.
Call me fuzzy, but that what was it? That locket that the Triple J guy gave you? You still got it?
I mean, back at the shop. Or my garage, the workshop.
Feel like experimenting?
Well, it's not the 60s anymore, but sure. I'm game.
She'll tentatively put the dagger back into the compartment.
Hey, now you're gonna have to buy me another drink before you start putting weird things in my orifices.
Stop while you're ahead, son, alright?
But let's puts the drink aside. Gotta sober up a little bit if we want to drive back. But get back to my place.
I'll get us some round waters. She'll head up to the bar. Back to our extortionists, our ragtag team of bad cop, worse cop.
It's a way to put it, I guess.
I guess.
Yes. So this car belongs to this czar person.
Yeah.
Who is also the head of the Harbingers.
Yeah. It goes by Raven.
Gus pulls out like his cell phone, quickly taps out a message to the group chat that just reads, we've got a name for the leader of the Harbingers. Zara goes by Raven. We have her car.
Sandy takes a picture of it and sends it to the group chat.
Are you okay?
Kitten just jumped up and like scratched me in the back.
Oh no!
Juliet, why?
Detective Juliet O'Hara!
He is playing bad cop.
It scared me.
Detective was like, I'm on the case.
You scared me.
No cause for concern.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, I guess all of you get this text. I think that would affect most, probably Leah and Juno specifically.
It really depends on how many more drinks we've had before that came out.
I'd say we're running kind of parallel right now, so...
So I was about to actually start asking relevant questions to this lad.
Yeah? Oh, we'll
Okay.
say that Jeff is actually just getting out of the shower. You hear the
Perfect.
shower
That's
turn
exactly
on.
when I want to question him.
When he's vulnerable.
When he's yes. Yeah, this is definitely information. Let me just share with the rest. Chaba, what do you said you their personal mechanic, correct?
Yeah, I think I'm the main one. They trust me with their own stuff, so...
So they will also tell you about any kind of routes they will be taking for these heists.
What? No, no, no. I fix the cars. I just heard that through the grapevine and putting pieces together. I don't.
Gus steps around
Nope.
Sandy, hands in his pockets. There's like an unlit cigarette in his mouth, and he just walks over to Chubba.
What? You need a light?
What would be a insight?
You could
Figure someone out?
Figure
Yeah,
someone
figure
out,
someone
which
out.
is cool. No,
Mind.
Mind. Okay, not bad. 9.
9? Okay. On a 7 to 9, you still get to ask 2, but they get to ask one of you as well.
Sure.
Who's pulling the character's strings? What's the character's beef with someone? What is the character hoping to get from? What does the character worry is going to happen? How could I get the character to do something? How could I put them in my debt?
Okay. How can I get Chubba to essentially give up the ghost, as it were. Like, if he has any pertinent information on any jobs they have, what would it take?
I don't want you to have to waste a question, but you
He
feel
probably
like
doesn't know. Yeah.
he was telling the truth. Like, he doesn't really fuck with any of that unless it has to do with actually fixing the cars or maybe about some of the street racing end of things. That's not his purview.
Yeah. What was the other questions? I know there was one I really wanted to ask.
Who's pulling the character's strings?
I already
What
know
is the
that.
Yeah.
character hoping to get from something? What do they worry is going to happen? How could I get the character to do X? Or how can I put the character in my debt?
Okay.
And you could also, I mean, you could stretch some of those too. I'm open to that.
When's Zara getting back to pick up the car?
They fucked it up a little bit. They haven't had a race in a while, but it came back kind of dinged up. It's looking nice now, but I still gotta do a couple tweaks, so a couple days. Knowing her, she'll tell me I've got 2, so, 2 days.
Turning ahead to Sandy. I could go ghost and sit in the back seat when they pick the car up.
That was going to be my suggestion. So, Chaba.
Chaba has asked me a question.
Yes, Chubba does need to ask
that's
you a
right, yeah.
question. Chubba wants to know... Chubba wants to know what your beef is with Zara.
She wants to hurt a kid. A kid who is currently hanging out under one of my friend's protection. And if Zara's going to make some problems for my friend, I'm going to make some problems for Zara.
All right. Again, look, I just do the car stuff, okay? I don't know anything about kidnapping or anything, okay?
Gus stands up straighter because I imagine like he got down on Chaba's level, turns to Sandy. He's telling the truth. He doesn't know much.
Okay. Well, Chaba, you're going to look the other way while we handle some business here.
Oh, I'm coming back in a few days.
Oh, that's what I mean. You're going to look the other Chaba's going to be looking the other way while you come back in a couple days.
Look, fine. Just, I know nothing about this. Don't tell me anything. The less I know, the better I feel. And I knew nothing. You got
Oh,
it.
of course. No, yes, of course, Chaba. You didn't see a single thing. Oh, but one thing. I would like several cases of your finest nitrous and converters for a regular automobile truck, perhaps a van of sorts, maybe a pickup truck. How would that? Is that possible?
How many do you need?
Oh, enough for I don't know, normal trip and whatever our friend could use with canisters of nitrous afterwards. He's a creative fellow.
Okay, yeah. I've got a couple. 2? 2 is good.
Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Chaba.
And we're square, right? This is it. We're done.
Yes, we are done, Chaba. After this, after you give me these 2 canisters, we are officially done with business.
Great.
Right, you're done with business with me. Gus, however, you obviously... Whew, boy, you probably owe him something. I'll take these 2 nitrous canisters. He heads over to grab the nitrous canisters.
Chubba, if we find out that you backstabbed us in any way, well, you better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet.
I don't know what an omelet is, but I catch what you're throwing down, okay?
Be seeing you, Chubba.
No, I won't. Because I will not know you're here. Okay?
Well, no, we're here. And he walking past them with the 2 nitrous canisters.
I'm gonna go up to my office. I'm gonna come back down in 5 minutes. I really hope you're not here anymore. Okay? We're done.
As soon as Chubba turns his back, there's like the ring of the bell. So what now, Sandy?
Well, fun. We delivered these 2 nitrous canisters to Max because he can have some fun with them. And 2, we need to let everyone know outside of this text message that we have a name to the leader of the Harbingers. Gotta figure out what to do with it.
We could just update them tomorrow. I figure everyone's sleeping. You want to go grab some halal?
Oh yes, I gotta go for some halal. Not the place on 30th, not that spot. The rice is always dry.
Oh, is that Halal King? Yeah. Overrated.
Not totally overrated.
I'm gonna interrupt the New Yorkers talking about New York City food.
We can stop by Papaya Dog. I'm down for
Papaya dog. I will go to papaya.
Fuck
I
off some
fuck with
papaya
dog.
Sandy and Gus pal down the street with 2 fucking canisters of Nas.
As one
Cool.
does.
As one does. And
Max gets a text message that's a selfie of Gus and Sandy holding the Nas canisters.
Max,
And then it starts into a film roll of them slowly getting more and more inebriated. And eventually they put a hat and shades on the nitrous canisters.
Gus
You're
found
taking-
a permanent marker in the trash, and there's like a little smiley face on the canister.
you took the canisters out with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max just kind of looks at him. What the fuck? Shows him to Pam.
There's a text that reads, "Meet our new friend, Little Nas." X.
I get that reference.
Yeah, I just where and why do they have nitrous oxide? Like, do they think that might?
You can soup up the truck real nice, I guess.
I mean, eventually, it's not NOS ready right now. It hasn't had to be in a while, so it wouldn't be that much work to get it again. But anyway, that's for later. So we're back at the workshop. We have the dagger and the locket and the box all nearby, just for good measure.
We'll get to that. I have happy music on, which means we're back drinking. Jeff emerges with some sweats on. It's a little awkward. Wet hair. The rest of you have, I don't know, what drinking game are we playing now?
Flip cup.
That's what I was gonna say.
Awesome. Solid.
We're not getting our deposit back on this hotel.
We didn't pay for it.
I know exactly. Well, they aren't getting their deposit back on the hotel.
It's like, who's we?
Aries is a monster at Flip Cup. Also being the sober one here. But it's still pretty astonishing. Like, even...
I don't know. I feel like being sober is a hindrance in Flip Cup.
I've always
Not
found that to
prairies.
be true. I think Juno's probably really good at it because I think her reaction times are really good.
Nice.
Jeff, you made it. Are you more of
I made it to my room.
yeah. Are you more of tequila, bourbon, or vodka?
Tequila if I'm starting this late. All right.
Sweet. This bottle is yours.
Wow, I do need to catch up. Okay.
We're having a great time.
Yeah.
He smiles at that. I'm glad y'all are enjoying yourselves.
I was
at least,
afraid
so.
you were going to be left out.
Yeah, we were really worried. We meant to invite you earlier, and then we totally forgot, and I feel really bad about that.
We
So,
just
like,
kind of lost track of time a little bit.
yeah. So, like, anything we can do to make up for you, obviously. I do have a couple of questions if you have a second.
He sort of trying to meet your eye, like, is this like a private conversation?
Yes.
Right, sort of
Let's-
shoots a glance to the other two guys who are just furiously like they're in like a flip cup like duel right now. They just keep going back and forth, flip, drink, flip, drink. It's pretty astonishing.
Come on, let's go somewhere private and, like, start dragging him into the bathroom.
Okay. Okay.
Juno, are you coming?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot what we were doing.
Shut door. Jeff. Can I call
Yeah.
you Jeff?
You've been calling me Jeff the whole time.
Right, Jeff. I'm gonna say a name.
Okay.
I need to know if you know this name.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeff, I know that. That is my name.
That name, that is your
That's
name.
a
I'm glad
great
you know
start.
that one. That's
You're
a good
doing
start.
really good.
Thank you. Is this a drinking game? I'm sorry.
No, this is serious, dead serious.
This is
Right.
basically espionage.
Yes, we're like spies.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought I'd be a really good spy.
I'd be terrible at it.
Are you? Well, I mean, you are talking about being spies. Are you on? Is this just, like? Are you on my side, or are you spying on me, or?
No.
No.
No to
Okay.
the second part. Yes to the first part.
Okay. There's a name that's not my name that
Yes.
you wanted to
there's
ask
a
me.
name. Yes. Name.
Okay.
I think it started with a Z, or
It's
is it an
Zara.
X?
Do you know her?
Zara. That one.
You see him visibly react.
I was afraid of that. Please don't freak out.
I knew it.
Yeah. That's. Well, I mean, she goes by Raven. Yeah, she's the one that heads up the racing.
That bitch.
Wow, she just like. How does she have time for all this
She
stuff?
has a lot of side
She
hustles.
does so
I thought
much
I had a
stuff.
lot of side hustles.
I would be so stressed out if I have a lot of stuff, but like, gosh, she has a lot of stuff.
I mean, she's got a lot of people in on this stuff, I guess. So I don't. She delegates. I don't know.
I need to get better at delegating.
You don't have anything to delegate.
I have lots of stuff I could delegate.
No, you don't.
I just don't trust people enough to delegate things to them. I have a lot going on, Juno.
I know. Trust me.
Like, seriously, a lot going on.
No, I know.
Are you okay?
Yes.
She's
Very
not,
good.
but she's gonna keep telling people she is until she cracks. one
Shut
day.
up.
Jeff sort of sits on the covered toilet at this point, and like kind of leans forward. Look, I might not be one to really tell you this, but if you feel like you're in over your head, you really should, reach out to people.
That's
Yeah,
what you did.
Juno, you should reach out to
I'm
people.
really proud of you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I really, really should have done it a lot sooner.
Well,
But
you can thank your sister for that. Mia's great, by the way. You know how we met?
uh,
I don't think he
No.
wants to know that.
No?
No, that's his sister.
Oh.
well, I know my
Right.
sister's a sex worker, as she makes really great
Yeah,
money.
that's how we met.
She loves what she does. So,
Yeah.
Were you a client of hers?
No, we were sort of
It was
we
an
were-
accident.
Yes.
That sounds
It
like a
is a
story.
really
All
funny
right.
story, actually.
I met the queen at the same time.
Oh,
That part,
Yeah.
well, it was also kind of an accident.
Also kind of an accident, yeah.
That happens to Leah a lot.
It does.
accidents.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, I call it fate. See, I'm sort of like the empress of fate, and time and space just sort of
She has
bends
some
to my
basic
whim.
psychic abilities and thinks that makes her better than everyone else.
It does, and hurtful that you would imply otherwise.
It wasn't really implying, but okay.
I mean, I've met some there are, you know, a lot of folks that read fortunes and the future and everything within the courts, but
Leah's like really good
Yeah.
at it.
does it
Okay.
ever get lonely? I mean, knowing what you know, kind of having that burden, you know?
We aren't talking about me right now.
That's like your favorite thing to do.
Not right now at this moment.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something to deflect with.
Hey, I'm not meaning to pry. Look, is there any more private conversation that we need to have, or should I head back to that bottle of tequila and catch up?
Okay, so yes to the second part and yes to the first part. Zara
Yeah.
she's trying to get to you specifically right now. So if you see her,
I will run screaming the other direction.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I got that.
gotcha.
As long as you're aware.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure because we've only met her once and it was that kind of a party thing. I got kind of a weird vibe from her anyway.
Wait, you
and
know her?
No is a strong.
That's very strong word to put it. We ran into her once at another party and she
I knocked her
helped us
over.
out. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I
And
didn't
she
do it on
really-
purpose. I
Alive?
felt really bad about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still.
We
feel
kind of
really
walked
bad
into her
about it.
room.
Okay.
But yeah, we did not get off on a great foot with her.
And again, I want to repeat, you're still alive.
Yes,
For now.
for now. Like I said, Empress of Time and Space has sort of bent reality to my whim, so I don't think I could die even if somebody wanted to kill me.
You hang out with a lot of Fae. Don't tell them that. They are weird.
Noted.
Yeah, they are.
All right, so I feel like you all are just sort of reiterating what I already knew, but you're kind of finding out. So yeah, Raven, Zara, whatever. I don't want her anywhere near me because she'll
Okay.
either kidnap me or kill me. So
Okay. Well, as long as we're on the same page, we just wanted to make sure if you have a list of anybody else who's planning on killing you, please let us know as soon as possible.
that's really the one, the one I came to you for. So yeah, that's it.
It's good information for us to have, like, tactically speaking.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But for now, we're safe. There's security in the hallway.
Totally.
Let's drink.
Great.
Juno, you're doing the face thing. Jeff, you can leave. We're gonna have a one-on-one conversation because Juno's doing the face thing. You can go, Jeff.
No, it's okay. Are you okay?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. Yep. I'm fine.
Remember that thing I just said about reaching out if you're feeling a little overwhelmed. I don't know what the face is, but you look a little overwhelmed.
Usually that's just my face.
That is. She has that face very often.
Okay. Well, I won't pry.
We'll be
So-
back in like just a minute.
Just a second, or just girl talk.
Right. Cool. I'll close my bathroom door and give you some privacy.
Yes, please don't open the door if anybody else knocks. I might be an assassin. Okay, thank you.
Cool. He just slowly closes the door to the bathroom for you both.
What's up?
Oh, we got this text from Gus.
How do you get a text from Gus?
Yes, you did.
Where's my phone?
I don't know.
I think I left my phone on the table in the cup.
We need to tell them what's going on.
Can I read?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, the Zara stuff. That's why I put my phone in the cup. Okay, there you go.
Wait. You read it and didn't say anything?
I got distracted and irritated because I really didn't like her the first time that we met.
You're gonna have to stop drinking.
I feel like this is going pretty well.
Not on the work front.
Well, that's what D's out in the hallway for. We're on break.
No, we're not.
Okay. So, yes, we should text the others and tell them that we know who Zara is and that. What?
Do you think the others are involved?
The others.
The other Fae?
The ones that were hanging out with Zara? Like,
I'll give you $20 if you can tell me any of their names.
I think it started with a J. No, that's your name.
Yeah. But you know who I'm talking about, right?
Vi, Mel, and Ray.
I feel like there was a Brandon. No?
Do you remember Mel?
Is that the one that you like kind of with?
Talked to? Yeah.
Yes. Talked to. Yes.
No, it really was just talking. Do you
Gotcha.
think they're involved?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm so tired of dealing with the Fae. They all hate me.
I mean, they seemed like they sort of hated everyone, so
They hate each other too. Should I just call not the Fae, the team?
the team, is this gonna like ruin the fun stuff we were planning on doing tonight? Or do you think if we tell
No,
them
because we
all
need to
this-
be watching Jeff. So
Yes. Need to watch Jeff very closely.
I'll just call them.
Okay. Put it on speaker because my phone's in the cup.
Calls the We need to get your phone out of the cup.
I don't have any rice.
How is that gonna help get it out of the cup?
Gets the water out of the phone.
But the phone's in. Okay, I'm not that great with technology.
Juno, you go to make a phone call. We will cut back to Max and Pam. You have headed back into the workshop. You have found the locket, and you've pulled out the dagger. I assume maybe, are you holding it? Is Pam holding it?
It probably got them both on the workbench, and Max is like fiddling with a few extra things that's like, okay, and this one should like dampen any negative magical effects. So in case this causes, an earth-shattering kablooey, they'll hopefully, not kablooey the whole earth.
That's comforting, I suppose. Are they supposed to be glowing like that? Literally, since you pulled them both out, they have both been sort of emanating this like slate blue glowing light.
Well, they haven't done that before.
Right. I'm gonna just posit some. She puts like a pinky finger on one and a pinky finger on the other and just slowly brings them a little bit closer together. And as that happens, they start to glow brighter. Okay. Well, cause and effect, right?
Right. Yeah, that's good to know. And I think, don't know if they put it on the table yet, but have the cold box certainly like at their feet at the workbench. Is that close enough to also be glowing?
Yes.
Okay. So, tell me how bad of an idea this is. Slap the locket in place, quickly put it in the box, close the box shut, and hope for the best.
Sure.
Well, I guess it's that, or do we try locket and dagger together first? See what that does.
I'd say maybe that one, since it got the whole, the little thing.
Okay. All right. Oh hell, let's just do it. And just takes them and shoves them together.
Hey, Sid,
Yes.
do I get anything? Because I can feel whenever something's happening to any of my anchors.
You can feel when your anchor's in danger. No. Nothing.
Cool.
Max, the moment that you place the locket in this notch on the dagger, you are blinded with this light. You hear a cry from Pam, as she seems to be almost blown back by an icy wind. And as you blink away the dots in your eyeballs, you are now holding one dagger. The locket has almost, it appears to almost be welded into place, as if it had always been there. And as we close up for the night, as you sort of put this together, Max, as it is still freezing cold in your hands, from in the house, you hear a furious barking and howling of a little puppy dog. And that's where we'll end for the evening.
Ruh-roh.
Man, we did a lot of oopsies today.
I don't know about
Oh,
oopsies. A lot of shit
gee.
happened.
Wee.
Gus's anchor is not in danger, so who knows how much of an oopsie this is.
That's true, not much of an oopsie.
Maybe it's a
Uh,
yazy? I don't know what's the opposite of an oopsie.
Intended.
Intention, yeah.
Intended. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Everybody in chat, hanging out. We appreciate you. Thanks as always to players. Y'all are awesome. We're gonna go back around real quick. Tell us one more time who you are, where we can find you, and you're gonna give me a star, and you're gonna give me a wish. We shall start with Val.
I'm unmuted. Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Crowds Crown on Twitter and Twitch. Like I said at the beginning, we're Thursdays through Mondays, and join us tomorrow for the return of Neon Gods. And then on Saturday, we'll be back for more The Darkest House for the end of the trilogy, the unexpected trilogy that is The Darkest House. And we probably still will not even get through a half of what is in that module, so we'll probably be returning to it in the future, maybe with a different group of folks. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So join us at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturday for that. Stars and Wishes. My star... I will give my star to Savannah for Juno going on drunk escapades with Leah. She was the most subjected to Leah's bullshit this time, so she deserves the star for that. And my wish is going to be... Have we actually wished for this all to culminate in a street race? Has that officially been wished for?
That has not officially been wished for.
I think there's been a wish for Mad Max shenanigans.
That's
but
what
not
we're
the
definitely,
street
yeah.
race.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say it. My wish is for all of this the climax for all of this to culminate in a street race through downtown Concord. Cars jumping between buildings, people flying between ramps to tackle tanks.
Magnets, how do they work?
Yeah, one of
How
us
do
goes to
they work?
space.
Two of us can go to
Dangling on those
space.
big, like
Yes.
cat nine tails.
Yeah.
And we go to Tokyo.
Yes.
Now, I've only seen the first two of those movies. I don't know most of
This
what
is-
you just said.
All
All
of
stuff
those
that
were
actually
not
happened.
made
All
up.
didn't
Those are real
No, it-
things.
Those are all
Yes.
real things.
Like-
Oh, no,
that
I
have
believe it. I
Us-
just don't know how they play out.
Like-
Well, I
Max
guess
will
I know what
fight-
you have to do this week.
Yeah, there'll be a moment where Max fights
Guess
JJJ
who's
on
gonna
a,
be
on, a roo- on a
driving?
bridge.
Because Fast and Furious is the Riverdale of car movies.
You are not wrong.
Yeah.
You are not wrong at all.
Do you guys know they have
Whoa,
superpowers
that's
in Riverdale now?
So
They do. They do.
true.
Do you know
They-
that Riverdale is supposed to be ending with a meteorite happening? That's supposed to be the big, like, how they're supposed to wrap it up as a meteorite.
And when you find out that they were dinosaurs the whole time,
It would not surprise
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
They did a crossover with Sabrina.
Yes, they did.
that I
Several.
do remember.
Yeah.
No, like just
No,
recently
another
they did
one.
a cross.
Yeah.
This was-
Another
they did-
one?
Yeah, a
Oh,
recent
Oh,
one.
buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy, did they.
Yeah.
Oh
Woof.
boy.
Okay.
All right, we can't.
Maybe we
sit
should just
here
do
and
a
talk about
Riverdale
shit.
watch along. That should be a Wednesdays.
That
Let's
should-
just
We
just
start
watch
the
Riverdale.
first episode. of
I do it.
Yeah.
100%.
Watch along
Alright.
Riverdale. I'm all about it.
If you haven't watched Sabrina, though, watch it. It's very good.
Sabrina's really
That's me
Riverdale
though.
is not. But you should watch it anyway.
Same person too. which makes
If you want to know the highs and lows of high school football.
I thought that was Friday Night Lights.
It's literally something RG says in Riverdale.
Val, my star for you this evening was going along with the silly antics of the prank and then getting spooned by Jeff. That just made me happy. I did that, but you going along with it just it made me happy.
It
I
made
mean,
all
yeah,
of us
made me
really happy.
too. So
Thank you. Next up is Savvy.
That's me. Hi, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internet, mostly on Twitter. That's where my streaming schedule is pinned. I'm here Thursdays through Mondays, either playing in games or running them. I'm one of the for co-facilitators on Friday for Good Society and Neon Gods. I'll be in the Darkest House on Saturday, reprising my role as myself, but angry. Watch the first two if you want to find out why. You really should if you like horror stuff. It's really, really cool. They're on our YouTube. On Sunday, I run Blades in the Dark game called Dusk Walls Dead, Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We're getting back to that this week. It's about a bunch of assassins who are doing their best. They're doing a good job, and I'm proud of them. And we'll have everybody back this week. I'm very excited. And then on Monday nights, I run a game called The Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet. It's Dungeons and Dragons at Strixhaven. That's Magic College. Playing D&D. It's really, really fun as well. And I want to say this cryptic thing. If you're in our Discord, keep an eye out, especially because we have some announcements going out soon, but keep an eye on our Twitter because I have a really, really exciting announcement coming up soon. I'm not going to say it now, but I'm just going to say keep an eye out because I'm pumped about it. So, secrets! We have secrets. They're very exciting. We have some exciting stuff coming down the pike, so especially keep an eye on our Twitter, join our Discord for all of that stuff so you can be there with us to celebrate some very exciting things. My star is gonna go to Gus for Worst Cop. Cause I like Murder Gus a lot. He inspires me. I like his energy.
There are two Gus's inside Gus. One is Sweet Gus, one is Murder Gus.
And I like it when Murder Gus shows up on occasion. I think it's fun.
Give me that knife, and it's gonna be Murder Gus all the time.
And I like the commitment to the two Gus's. It's very good. My wish was gonna be for the street race, so my wish is now for. I just want Juno to fight somebody so bad. Juno doesn't want to fight anybody. But I would very much like for Juno to have to, like, really knock down, drag out, sock somebody.
We can make that
That
happen.
would be really fun. Even if she
Yeah.
doesn't, like, wolf out, even if it's just, like, a fist fight.
Walloping someone in the face.
Yeah. I think I have a gun, also. Wait, I've got some stuff.
Why do all the werewolf have guns?
I don't know
is
why
that
I
a thing?
keep being the one that ends up
Why
with a
werewolf
gun.
have gun?
I have a gun. Did you guys know that?
No.
I've had a gun this whole time. And a knife.
Yeah, right here.
Hey, no, she got two of those. Yeah.
I have a duffel bag with a shitty cell phone, a snub-nosed revolver, and a butterfly knife.
Where are you going?
You have a butterfly knife?
Uh-huh.
Why do I run this game? Why do I not know this?
Why not?
I've used the knife before.
I mean, yes,
not
okay,
on
no, she
anyone
has used-
else.
Juno has used the knife before.
I do just have a gun, so get ready, I guess. Whoever I'm about to fight. Anyway. I don't
Anything
know
else,
why-
Savvy?
No, I just really don't know why I have a gun.
Don't know why I have a gun.
I feel like every time I'm in a game and I end up with a gun, I'm like, I don't. That's it. My other star goes to Sid because I just think Ares is really funny.
I'm so glad you like. I love
love
him.
him.
The more he's on, I just
He's
adore him, and
He's a man after my own heart.
It's
One of my favorite kinds of characters,
love
which
him
is
so
the All
much.
Might insert that we always have to do.
Naturally.
That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Savvy. Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex. I'm just some guy on the internet. I'm mostly here on this channel. Tuesdays, I'm either running my Masks game, Squire Squad. Shit's popping off over there. For those of you who are familiar with the system, The Doomed in the party has, I think, one more Doom sign to go, maybe two. But she has also unlocked the option to face her Doom on her terms, so we'll see. And opposite Tuesdays from that, I am playing an Our Stars Without Number game, where I'm playing a psychic himbo bunny boy courtesan who is also the starship captain. So lots of shenanigans over there.
Talk about a busy boy. Jeez.
Yep. LB plays a mermaid in that. Z plays a biblically accurate Bible, or not biblically, yes, a biblically accurate Bible. A biblically accurate
Bibles
angel.
back in the day had about 18 eyes and 14 wings.
do
They
love
were
the
really
idea.
difficult to read, you know?
In real life, I hate it. In a game, I love the idea of a sentient Bible.
Yeah.
Just
No,
a
it-
sentient book.
It's like,
I just need that.
did you guys even? You guys didn't read me at all, did you?
And then Mecha plays the one regular human boy with robo legs. So that's lots of shenanigans over there. Then I'm also in this game on Thursdays, and I'm one of the aforementioned assassins in the Sunday game. And then also Sunday evenings over on LB Hack'em-Up's channel for the shenanigans there. Gosh, let's see. I just realized we did not get to hear Sid's star for Savvy.
Oh, thank you. My star for Savvy was that I love that when Juno gets just a drop of alcohol in them, they call Leah's shit out on point, and tonight was no exception. Holy shit!
She has a lot of thoughts. She doesn't ever
Yeah,
share
she-
them with anyone.
But when she does, they are on point. Damn. Yes. Just more power to Juno. It was good. It was good. You know what? Leah needs to hear this, okay? She really does.
I think
Space
I
and
just
time.
fine.
Let's see. My
What's your
star
star,
is going to go to Wally and Sandy for all the realization of the feelings vis-a-vis Juno. You know, in the Discord where we discuss this game, we have been sharing like all of those "this is my favorite ship dynamic" memes. I'm sure one of them somewhere that we have posted would fit Sandy doing the whole realizing about Juno bit. Is a very good energy.
There is a clip of Psych that Wally shared with me the other day where I believe someone was like, "She smells nice. I'm weak."
It was Elias like, don't judge me. She smells real nice. I am weak. I got it bad.
So that, and then my wish
What's your
is to see different pairings or groupings among the group, because we keep falling into the same patterns of the girls go off together, the boys go off together, Dad goes and takes care of shit with Pam. We need to shake things up a bit.
You got it. Anything else, Alex? Do you want to go ahead and do you want to do your dad joke?
Yeah, so the dad joke for tonight, a friend told me that I remind them of two things that hold water. I was like, well, damn.
I want to say thank you, but I don't want to say thank you for that. No, that's perfectly on point. Thank you, Dad. Anything else for you this evening?
That's it.
Thank you, Alex. RJ.
Hello, everybody. I'm RJ, and you can catch me at RJs282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. Once again, my schedule is as followed. Monday nights over at the Indoor Adventures, where I do far too much research as a Shatterkai wizard. Did you know that a clay golem can 1v1 a Tarask? Also, I'm going to be over this Saturday for the Darkest House. You'll get to see why people are mad. There is a certain reason. Go watch the VODs. They're great. It's great. It's all cool.
I wonder
Cool.
who everyone
Sunday,
could be mad at.
I don't know. I'm
Impossible to
everyone
say.
is fucking lovable in that game, you know?
It's gonna be hard to
Sunday
tell.
mornings.
Yeah, it's just.
I do have an announcement that I was saving for this one. Starting up in October or November, it has to be decided. I'm going to be DMing over at the Hype Goblins on a specific day of the week. We're going to be playing Humblewood.
Hey!
Some of the folks here might, with their permission, I kind of want to use some of their characters as NPCs in the game, if that's cool with y'all. First town is going to have Bran and Augusta in a tavern. It's going to be
Fucking
great.
forever.
No.
You know, they got older.
They got older, they calmed down, they adopted, they have some kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, Saturday again, next week for Ward 47, and then Sunday nights over at Indoor Adventures where we do Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I think I might betray the party. I'm a rogue warlock, and my warlock patron's telling me to do shitty things. It's fine. It'll be fine.
I wonder why you always get targeted for these things, RJ.
It seems like you do it to yourself.
Impossible to say.
Yeah.
What? Me? Do anything bad? Never in my life. I am the sweetest of boys.
Uh-huh.
Because it is innocent of these crimes. Stars and Wizards.
Yes, please.
God, there's so much. Double star to Juno and Leah for. I love when, you know, the ladies get together because there's always hijinks, but especially drunk Juno and Leah make me laugh quite a bit. Can I give a negative star?
Yes,
we call
you
that a
can
black
give
hole.
We call that a black hole. You may give a black hole, yes.
So this red giant is going to collapse in on itself, and there's a black hole to Max. Why are you taking Gus's property and fucking with it? You're giving me anxiety. Leah, I can see it from Leah, but Max, I trusted you.
Well, now you have a locket dagger now, or a dagger locket. I mean,
I'm so happy when this blows up and then Leah finally gets to hold the dagger.
Here, Leah, you can have the dagger since Max can't be trusted. Wait a minute, no, that's a bad idea.
Wait, no, what?
Hold on.
Max
I
been fucked with it, but he's still trusted more
I
than
was like,
Leah.
actually, you know what, Max, here, hold it. I still trust you more.
Oh, and a wish.
My wish. Oh man. The race was already. I want us to go to the school and meet Airbud. Let's play some basketball.
Please make it Airbud.
Or let's have vampires versus werewolves baseball.
Oh, please, yes.
Writing, taking notes. Anything else for you, RJ?
That's all.
Thank you. Oh, I've realized I haven't given my stars for either Alex or RJ. Alex, my star was for Max getting real smooth with Pam at the bar. Oh yeah. Pulling some moves. And then losing it all with that last comment about, I'm not even going to repeat it. It was terrible, but so on brand. I loved it. RJ, my star for you. I'm gonna have to piggyback and say, worst cop, Gus is real spooky, like well done, like very scary. So good on you.
I channel something deep within myself.
And it's not very hard for you, which that part, I think would worry me a little bit, but it's you. So, we're so over time. Wally, take us home.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally. You can find me on Twitter, WALE132, just like you, little Disney robot. You can find me every Monday over at Infinite RP, playing some Flames of Freedom for our final season 3. Every Thursday, I'm over here at GGK Game Nights playing this wonderful, fantastic game with all these wonderful people. And here's a little teaser for something I'm going to be doing in a couple of months. Only thing I'm going to say is these lines: wealth, fame, power. When he died, he took it all with him, but he left it all in one piece. That is something I'm going to be doing very soon, and this could be my debuting back as GMing for this. So it's going to be interesting. Keep tuned to my Twitter channel about that, because I'm going to be running a One Piece TTRPG.
It's fucking amazing. Wally, what's your star for tonight?
My star for the night, I have to double. I love Murder Gus so much. I adore Murder Gus. It's definitely a favorite of mine, but really a big star also goes to Juno. I love whenever Juno just gets the drop of liquor in her. She is just so surly and does not tolerate anything. It is just wonderful. My wish is I also want to see Juno fight someone. That's what I but not just like, I just want it to be like a fight, like, you know, Fast and Furious 5 fight where they're on the bridge kind of fight. You know what fight I'm talking about. But yeah, that's the kind of fight I want for this.
Established this earlier. I don't know what kind of fight you're talking about. I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, it makes no sense. That is a fight that where they go, oh, this is a movie about cars. Oh no, Vin Diesel should be in the MCU. That is the movie that it goes to that level.
He is in the MCU. He's Groot.
There you
I am
go.
Groot. Oh,
Everybody watch
thank
Bloodshot.
Really watch it. It's so good.
The movie fucking slaps.
Oh my god. Oh, and I haven't been in your Fae-cilitator this evening. Oh, Wally, my favorite thing was absolutely you just scaring the absolute shit out of a goblin without even like raising a voice or like losing a smile on his face. It was Sandy. Sandy is also scary, but in a very different way. And
I
it's
really
awesome.
like Carl Urban as Billy Butcher. That's all I'm gonna say.
That makes a lot of sense.
I just really like some Carl Urban as Billy Butcher.
Anything else for you, Wally?
No, that's it. That's all I got.
I've been your Fae-cilitator. I'm Christina Sid. Man, we go a month and then like we can't stop. We're just going all over time. Most of everything I've been in has been said already, so I'll spare you. And we're so far over. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Again, catch us tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern, for some Good Society Neon Gods. But otherwise, until next time, good game and good night, Internet.